All right, family, peace and black power. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? It's another after party. We just had another debate. We had Brother Rob versus Chocolate. Let's see, what was the debate topic? Can um consumer power buy political power? For the black community, something I forget. I am messing this title all up. I gotta go back to the website to read the title off because that thing was okay. There you go. Can we use consumer power to gain political power in the black community? I jacked that all up, family. But yes, that was the topic. Brother Rob got his first win tonight. Congratulations to him. He won. Shout out to Sister Chocolate. You know, she put up a good fight. It was a split decision. You know, it wasn't unanimous. So shout out to her. Little small improvements here and there. She probably could have pulled it off. It was a close debate. I'm going to go ahead and get this link out here early. Let me see. Debate lead bloopers by Psycho. I know that's right. I got a bunch of them. Don't even get me started. You could do a whole live stream of my bloopers. A couple of hour-long live stream of my bloopers. No bullshit. Or you get me started. Yeah, we got Brother Rob up here. What's going on, Brother Rob? How you?
I'm all good, bro. Had to mute YouTube and all of that. But yes, sir. I was just listening to the recap and everything. And so, of course, on my end, I think I just misread a couple of cues and then didn't just jump in for the kill. I mean, like me, I'm one of those people where, like, say for instance, I'm up five, right? And it's 30 seconds to go in the game. Hey, you know what we gonna do, fam? We gonna spread the floor and we gonna run the clock out. I'm not about to shoot a three. You know
It
what I'm
felt
saying?
like that with watching the debate. It felt like you kind of handled it because I'm gonna tell you, like you had a decent opening. I thought your best round was your premise. I thought that was your best round. I thought you did an excellent job of your premise. You touched on a lot of points I would have touched on. So, yeah, I felt you did a good job hammering those points home. Your brother was decent. I thought you was laid back in the rapid fire. I thought you took your foot off the gas and was laid back in the rapid fire. That's when she kind of gained a little bit of ground. You were playing prevent defense. You kind of let the foot off the gas and was playing prevent defense, but she was able to put some points on the board because you was playing prevent, right?
Yeah,
Like kind of like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
I
towards the
I
end, she
man,
picked up
I
some
I
brain.
feel you, right? And I mean, like in my mind, right, the questions that I had in the order that I asked them, right, it was very purposeful. And so in my mind, it was gonna be like quick, short answers. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, she gonna say this, and then I'm gonna lead to this, and then yeah, Joe, that shit gonna make me look like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking, but her answers just kind of threw me off a little bit, and I know I need to get improvement in my rapid fire round, and I'm just one of those people that I don't become overly aggressive until I know what I'm doing. Then once I know that, oh man, I bet it's on. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know yet. You know what I mean? And so I just say that give me a couple of more, debates to where like, I'm literally in this rapid fire and all of that. And I feel like I'm gonna be able to control it and that's gonna be one of my better rounds. Cause I mean, with no interruptions, I feel like I'm strong right there. Cause I'm gonna frame it, I'm gonna explain it, and then, at that point, if you got questions, it's because you wasn't listening. You know what I mean? That's the way that I look. That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but
Yeah,
yeah. I just took everybody advice. Time out this, time out that. You know what I mean? Don't overload your plate, blah blah blah. I was listening, y'all. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I took all y'all advice, and and that's what you see. You know what I mean? She conceded my point, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so once that happened, I'm like, man, ain't no sense of me just keep on shooting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's when you took your foot off the gas, right? And
Yeah,
she was able to claw back a little bit. And like you ain't have a bad rapid fire round, but I could tell you, like I said, you kind of was like, yeah, you was playing prevent defense,
yeah.
and
Because I
she
had
was
I
able
had
to
a
put the points on the board because of it. Yeah,
yeah, I had a whole nother strategy, but it was because of her rebuttal round that made me like switch up my. I overthought it. That's what happened, fam. That's what happened. Because if I'd have asked the questions in the order that I originally had planned, that's in my notes right now. You know what I'm saying? Stick to the plan.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'd have asked
Mm-hmm.
the question, it'd have flowed better, and my points would have been pulled
Let me
out.
ask a question.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I could be off because again, it's hard for me to focus on every single word going on in the debate because I'm not taking notes and everything else. I'll be having a lot going on while the debate's happening. Did she mention lobbyists at all?
she did not.
She missed the boat right there. Because I'm gonna tell you, bro, Rob, if I had her position and I was debating this, I wouldn't have took this position. But if I was in a situation where I had to take the affirmative in this topic or whatever the case may be, yeah, I would have beat you up with lobbyists, bro. I didn't see the connection in what she was saying that correlated directly to political power, right? Like it was, it was almost it's almost like she was making a different argument than what I thought the argument was supposed to have been, and it didn't. It never rolled back around to political power. But I would have beat you up with the lobbyist thing because boom, like I mean, consume. What? How do we consume? How do we use consumer power to gain political power? Well, we got to buy lobbyists, right? Like lobbyists, you
Right,
got to
right.
purchase lobbyists in order to try to get these bills and policies passed.
Yeah.
Like
But
that
after I
that would have been
seen
a
her,
hard thing to get around, and she kind of left that on the table.
yeah, after I seen her premise and her sources, right, in my mind, right, I'm like, I got slides that speak to that already. And so like this shit in my wheelhouse. Now, of course, I could have argued both ways. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck it. You know what I mean? I could have argued the affirmative, but because I already had a slide for the 1.8 trillion, I already had a rebuttal for the Dr. King
Yeah, I knew
shit.
you was gonna beat that $1 trillion. I knew that
Yeah.
was gonna come up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I had a literal slide for the Target shit. I felt like I was in a good position.
Mm-hmm.
And I had some other arguments, like I could have brung in a rebuttal. I could have brung up her source. I took her bringing up Laquan McDonald as an opening. I thought that shit was gonna be a plus because I was highlighting that she brought up new information in her rebuttal. You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
that shit worked against me. That's all. But anyway, I literally could have brung up her source. You know what I mean? I had that shit in a slide and everything. I could have read that shit verbatim, but I didn't. You know what I mean? Missed the
Yeah.
man at the goal line and fumbled. That's what happened. Cause I got caught up in talking about Reben. Like he a point guard that used to play for Simeon, if y'all know who I'm talking about. Simeon, that's where Jabari Parker come from. That's where Derrick Rose come from. Nick Anderson come from. If y'all don't know who those people are, I'm man, you're not a real hooper. March don't mean nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what you was doing this weekend. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
me, I was in front of a TV. You know what I'm saying? But that's a story for another day. At the end of the day, like all the time, it was in my wheelhouse. I had a slide literally. I felt like me reiterating the 1.8 trillion at the end. I had a slide literally that I talked about in my premise that I could have literally used in my rebuttal. I thought that was gonna be a plus. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just little shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
my man, I'm playing it and I'm like, damn, that shit didn't work out the way I thought. And you know, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I was a little surprised that B had gave her all of those high scores. I was a little, a little surprised by it, but I'm happy that I was able to pull out the win nonetheless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got Fontaine up here. What's going on, Fontaine?
What up, Fab?
What's up? What's up with y'all boys, man? I missed like the first half of y'all debate, but I seen the second half. I seen like all the rapid fire proposals. So I gotta go back and watch y'all premise round. But I mean, your composure always A1, man. But I think you had a slow rapid fire round for your own, because I feel like I don't know, it's like you'll let her answer, then you'll kind of explain it when you should just more catch up. Now I ain't the best in the rapid fire either, so it's just me speaking. When it's more, you could just catch up right there instead of like explaining
Yeah.
your position. You know what I mean?
Man, I thought in the rapid fire, you know what I mean, it play well to the crowd when you and the judges when you reiterate. You know what I mean? All right. So I just want to point out my opponent said woo 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 woo. And so I just gotta make sure that I highlight that part a little bit better. Man, my rapid fire suck. That in my opinion. You know what I mean? And I know I need improvement in that area. You know what I mean? And so you know, I'm gonna go back and listen to Blue Rapid Fires. I know that he really proficient in that area. I'm gonna listen to Domo a little bit more. You know what I mean? And listen to Taz a little bit more in the rapid fire. I think all of them handle the rapid fire round, you know, really,
About that.
really well. And I just you know, I love the way your premise round, I kind of, took your cadence, you know what I'm saying, with your premise round. You know what I mean? And so I slowed down and just tried to control the time and not sound
Yeah,
so preachy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If you notice, you know what I'm saying? And by the way, that was my joint that started the show off, y'all. It's called Beautiful, right? So they just sent us the track and me, I just thought about everything that I thought was beautiful. So that's why my verse start off spontaneous love between the father and the son, where urban disputes get worked out without a gun, where cooler heads prevail. Against the backdrop of low expectations, we succeed instead of fail. Like that's why my verse started off like that. Like we ain't
yeah,
know exactly what we was gonna spit when we came to the studio. Of course, them niggas was talking about chicks. I was talking about shit that I thought was flat. You know what I'm saying? That's how. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the song came out when we just put it out, like just like that. You know what I mean? It was like early 2000s and shit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So just the case fact, cause you were MC, I'm just explaining how that shit came out. You know what I'm saying?
already. Yeah, I ain't see y'all on the very beginning, so I gotta go back and listen to it.
All right. But I'm
Yeah, I'm
just
gonna go check
explaining.
it
So, cause you a MC, you gonna be like, them verses don't match. You know what I'm saying?
out.
But that's why. That's why they don't match. So I'm just explaining just for heads out there. You know what I'm saying?
And then, Psycho, I did want to say, like I said, I didn't see the premise round and stuff, but I do think Chocolate mentioned lobbyists in that rapid fire round. I thought I remember her speaking on it. I can't remember exactly, but I thought it came up. I don't know if she stood on
Hey,
it though. What's up, sir?
hey, what's up? What's up? I'm wanted to come up. Say congratulations, brother Rob. Thanks everybody for coming to the debate. Shout out to Psycho and Angel and Series B. And I'm out. So y'all have a great night.
All right,
I will
chocolate
holler at
man.
y'all.
I appreciate you coming prepared. It was a hell of a debate, and you did a great job. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, I'm very humble to say that I, gotta win. And I mean, I respect you, you know what I mean? And so, like, man, you know what I mean? It was a great debate, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave it right there.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. It was we had a good time. Like I said, hey, you win some, you lose some. I'll be around for the next one. So
No
I'll
doubt.
holler at y'all. All right. Hey, good night, Tyler.
Good night, Chocolate.
All right, sir.
Yeah. And I mean, man, like that's the thing. Like I was there, I was very humble after losing to Lance. You know what I'm saying? It's even hard to say. I don't even use the L word. You know what I'm saying? But like after that, man, I mean, man, bro, I literally, you know what I'm saying, sat there, took notes and shit while Angel was doing the recap. You know what I'm saying? All that shit was asking all kind of questions. I just want to make sure that I put on a better performance every time and the next time that I was on the platform. You know what I mean? Cause shit,
So this your first debate since last?
hell yeah, bro. Man,
Yeah.
Joe. And so that shit had me, man, Joe. Sick ain't even a word, bro. Sick ain't even the word. I just knew I was, man, my timing was gonna be right. If I knew exactly how much time I had, it ain't no sense of me not filling in them bars. That I mean, it's just like bars. You know what I'm saying? You just got to fill in a little pocket. That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? I just got to be better at framing and explaining. Framing and explaining. Like, man,
What up,
that's
Peace,
Sid?
Rob. Peace, Rob. Peace, Fi. Hey,
yo, what up,
Psycho.
B?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, your timing was on point tonight. It was right, and your premise was spot on. So yeah, you're doing again. Yeah, you can tell you took that loss to Lance serious, and you polished up on your craft. So that's always a good thing there. I tell you,
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of lot of improvement. A lot of improvement.
Man, I appreciate the feedback. And man, anything and everything you got to say, I'm not thin skinned. So if you got some more advice, hey, just give me a second. Let me open a tab on my computer and I'll start typing right now. Nigga, fuck you mean?
No, I think somebody in the chat said it. That professorial style, that speaking style that you got. I think that's a that's an attribute that you have. Don't stray away from that.
Yeah,
But I think this time what you did, you used it in a way that is your benefit, right? To your benefit. So you use your time a lot better. You sped it up a bit. Again, right? You probably want to move. Angel mentioned this, right? Move through your points a bit faster. Again, that rebuttal round, right? That rebuttal round. Don't think of it as an extended premise, right? Use that rebuttal round. I want to see you directly attack and undermine your opponent during the rebuttal, during the rebuttal and the rapid fire, right? Because ultimately, right, I was expecting you to pull off from her, right, in the rapid fire, right. When we went into it, you were up for me in the scoring. I was like, okay, well, let's see what he does. And like Psycho said, I think you took your foot off the gas a bit, and it was like I was like, oh man, he lost an opportunity for me. And ultimately for me, why I went towards chocolate for this one, it was the clear historical examples and the modern examples that you weren't able to directly attack, right? For her argument, she was like, okay, well, right, explain the Montgomery boycott and the social impact that had, right? Explain the sit-ins and the desegregation piece. You know, could you? I don't think you did a really good job at directly attacking those examples.
my fault. I was typing.
Yep.
Man, and so I'm always taking notes and I want to definitely get better and I want to rival whoever think they are the best in this league because at the end of the day You know,
Me.
yeah, yeah.
Five
Nah, I wanna
does
say
a
this
great
to you.
job at that in
Yeah,
terms of like being very concise and direct in terms of what his opponent is arguing, right? He dials in when it comes into those late rounds, right? That's what I want to see you start doing, Rob, because again, right, you know, you're a great speaker, right? Your openings are clear and concise. Your premise, you're gonna have your premise down. Can you pull away in those late rounds? Right. You know, if you can start doing that, you're gonna be at the top of the league.
yeah. I mean, I want to be very clear. You know what I mean? And I said it at the beginning, and I'm saying it now. I don't do nothing just to be doing it. I'm highly competitive, and I wanna, I got big aspirations. That's
And
what
think
I
think
say.
about this too, Rob, just as a piece of advice. Your closing can be used as an extended rebuttal as well. So, you know, if something comes to mind, right, during the course of the debate that you want to readdress that you didn't get out in your rebuttal, you can do that in your closing, right? And some of the best closings actually have some additional rebuttals
I thought about that while
included there.
Chocolate was doing hers. Not to cut you off, but I
Yeah,
felt like she kind of did that in her closing. She went back to some of the stuff that was discussed,
yeah.
and I was wondering,
Man,
was
the
that like
best
a
rebuttal
negative
round.
or a positive? Good, good.
The best rebuttal round is the motherfucking cross X. Shit. Cause then now I got opportunity to ask. So this is what you said, and that's how you set up your closing for that for what Serious V talking about. Because once you get them to say it explicitly, now you got something directly you could respond to in the closing. They said this. This is what came out their mouth in the very last round. I'm responding to that. Like there's no way in hell I'm not responding to any major position or point made in the cross X. I'm definitely responding to that in the close. But shout out, what's good with y'all? Congratulations, brother Rob.
What's
Peace,
up,
Damo.
Dumbo?
Thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
because it was something she said. You asked her a question, and I can't remember what it was. She said something, and then you did what I was talking about earlier. You started explaining your position. I'm like, if you was gonna explain your position right after, you should have called out. Like, now that I said that, you just said this. How that makes sense? You know what I mean? It's like you moved on to the next question.
Yeah,
And, and,
what
and
I did, I mimicked Domo and Rio, like what they'll say, like in the rapid fire, y'all will say something to the effect like, and so my opponent is saying, woo, 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 woo. And I just want to point out my premise was woo, woo, woo. And then you move to the next question. You know what I mean? And so that's what I was trying to do, but I just didn't do it effectively enough.
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's
I
what I
didn't
was
I didn't really
asking. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no my fault. I ain't really because I ain't watched the whole thing. I was kind of going in and out. So I don't really have too much to contribute, really just showing support. But I do want to say, nigga, we did 13 debates since the season started. This nigga Psycho is the hardest working man in motherfucking debate YouTube. We did
I swear.
13. You know what I mean? Niggas be having more preliminaries and pre-debates and all this other shit before one debate happened. Niggas did 13 debates. You know what I mean? Like that's only possible when you got the right infrastructure, when you got the right team, and you got the right talent, man. So shout out to the league. You don't see this nowhere else. And that ain't even just shit on what nobody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? We can give ourselves our flowers without disrespecting nobody else. But 13 debates, bro.
Yeah.
That's no small and just
And
in a
13
few
good debates, good content, good back and forth. Like not 13
yeah,
Right.
debates of BS.
Solid premises with backed up sources and things of that nature. I have to
yeah,
say that nature because oh man, some of the sources are fringe,
yeah.
you know what I mean, and all of that. But at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and every performance ain't been A plus. But
Mm,
what I will say though is just that the again like that the baseline effort is there. You know what I'm saying? Like and the ability to just have like all these different individuals, and no, there's no beef streams after the fact. Ain't nobody doing 100 streams talking about like, nah, what's the debate? This has always been the vision, and seeing it play out the way it's playing out has been, yeah, it's been a sight to see. On top of the fact that, and this is really with a lot of the debates that we've been seeing is like newer debaters. You know what I'm saying? Like we just seen two or three from mostly, this is mostly, you know what I'm saying, newer like rookies and shit that came to the league. I only had one debate. It's been 12 or about 11 more debates after my shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, and niggas is maintaining, holding this shit up. So shout out to everybody, man. Winners and losers. At the end of the day, like we all building, and like what niggas is able to put together. Yeah, I mean, it's unlike anything else wherever else niggas go. So everybody deserves a pat on the back, you know. But
Yeah,
Psycho be working his ass off.
man.
I
Shout
see
Yeah,
out.
man,
Psycho
you
be
got
working his
new
ass off.
videos, all that type of shit from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
promo videos, and y'all got the website updated. Yeah, this shit moving.
Hmm.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, this nigga be live every day. Nigga. What? Like that's dedication.
Facts, nigga. Go live and still be doing this shit. Nigga, you was just live this morning, fool.
Yeah,
Working
I know you was happy
overtime.
that stream ended early last night, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. Psycho lightweight be like, man, I hope don't nobody hit this motherfucking panel so I can take my ass home. Take my ass to sleep. I pray to God these niggas don't pull up. What? This nigga Psycho sit up here for 45 minutes. That's the cutoff. Hard cutoff. I was like, all right, just shit. Y'all done? I'm done. I'll let y'all tomorrow. Shit. Shout out to you, though. 'Cause, nigga,
Right.
That's a fact. What they say, leading from the front, right? There's no better way to demand hard work when you're the hardest working man in the room, right?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a
I
fact.
mean, and shout out to you too, though, serious, because one of the key problems that niggas needed to solve when it came to having a debate community with actual competitive judge debates is niggas trusting the system, trusting the judges, trusting the, you know what I'm saying, the outcomes. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah,
for you and Mo and Angel to develop not only the camaraderie with the debaters, but you know what I'm saying, the level of respect where niggas is like, all right, you know what I mean?
Y'all
I
ain't
may
got cussed out
disagree.
by Taz yet. Y'all got
man.
Man, what?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
if you think about it, the transparency, right, where they come and they defend how they judge the
They stand
event.
on it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean the transparency of it. I mean, it's hard to question it. You know what I mean? It's hard to question it because they live and direct right now.
Yeah.
This is what I said, this is what I seen, and this is why I gave them that score. It's hard to question that.
And
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. It would be hard pressed for me to go to bed at night and saying I did wrong in terms of scoring for the debaters, right? During this entire process, I would say every debate, I could rest assured that I think in my mind that I did the right thing and I scored appropriately regarding the information that was shared and the format of the debate. So
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, bro, like niggas, you give off the air of a nigga who make money. You know what I'm saying? Like we know you paid, serious. And so niggas that got money like you view time and what they invest their time in very important. They don't do frivolous shit with their time. You know what I mean? So it's like the fact that you didn't invest the time into this shit because you see the vision, that shit that also deserves major recognition, bro. Because like
Man,
that should be what's more comforting, like somebody like you or somebody like Dr. Mo, with all the places that y'all done already been on social media and shit. You know what I'm saying? To be like, well, shit, we gonna spend the time to figure out how to do this shit. Nigga, like that shit is
man, that is an excellent point. That's an excellent point, man.
like these are quality people, not
Like
YouTube. Y'all are quality
like
individuals on YouTube,
there
off
there
YouTube.
there literally is something else he could be doing with his time.
tell
Like
you.
literally, you know what I'm saying? Like on the real, bro.
This is rewarding though. It's like I'm learning so much here. And I mentioned this before. I think one of the biggest skills that I'm learning, and then again, right, I contribute this to you guys, right, is that way of being decisive. that's a skill in and of itself, right? When you have to listen to an argument, listen to the review the sources and make a decision, right? Without delay or consequence, right? That's a skill in and of itself, right? And learning how to be a more decisive person. I'm learning that in the league. So shout out to you guys for that, for helping me out with that.
Hey, but I wanted to ask you, Domo, listen, right? In her rebuttal round, she conceded my point. Then she went on to bring up some information that I didn't bring up. So I used that as an opener, right? And to like kind of hammer down the point that she brought up that I didn't make. I looked at it as an opener. Was I wrong, bro?
Yeah, if you don't bring it up and she bring it in the rebuttal, and she mentioned it in the rebuttal, it ain't really no point for you to bring it up. Cause something that really, so like if you look at it like this, like speech time dedicated to a particular argument. She dedicated X amount of time to that argument, and that's something you never mentioned, right? If you don't mention it in your rebuttal, that's wasted speech time. Like you giving her offense by being like, oh well, yeah, since you brought it up,
I
I'm a,
see.
that's
I
so,
see.
so now it's the judge is like, because I heard Angel say this, when the judge is like, oh, that information is useless, I don't know why they said that, and then you giving utility, then now the judge, like what I thought was useless, now I gotta evaluate.
Yeah,
Like when it could have just stayed useless
yeah.
information.
And I used like 3:30 to it too, man. I used like 3 minutes all like, describing it and shit, man. And so
Yeah.
yeah, you right. That shit was a bunch of wasted ass jibber jab. Like nobody even knew what I was talking about till I got to the end. Dang.
Peace, everybody. Peace. Peace and black power, family.
Yo, what up, brother?
Peace, Swarthy.
Peace, peace. Peace, everybody in the chat. I wasn't able to catch the debate because I had to do a lot of stuff at work. So what was the result of the debate? Who won the debate?
Brother
The debate was can we use consumer power to gain political power in the black community? And I had the negative, and so I won. And
Yeah.
very, very humble about that. But yeah, I won.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So, Brother Rob, I have a question, beloved. In your win, right? So when we win in life, right, what could you have done better? Concerning not being complacent and saying, you know what, it's about winning. That's how you get great fighters, debaters, whatever. People who say, you know what, even though I won, what could I still have done better? What did I do wrong? What could you have done better, Rob?
Yeah, I look at my rapid fire and my rebuttal. I literally looked at her source. I had dedicated some slides to looking at her sources and everything, and didn't use it, and dedicated like a whole 3 minutes to talking about something that we hadn't even talked about during the debate. So I gotta, instantly get better at the rapid fire round. And I feel like my closing, I just gotta look at it more as a attack versus me informing. And so the more I attack, I think the better I perform, as opposed to inform the audience, the listening audience. Because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, joining the debate league, I did have intentions. I was gonna do the KRS-One type shit, where I was gonna teach and entertain at the same time. But I see that like the focus gotta be on the, the shit that you need in order to win and progress in the league.
Right. Refining your skills as a debater,
Yeah.
compare yourself to other debaters, being competitive. Absolutely.
Yeah, because these guys are really good at what they do. frame and
No,
argument.
absolutely. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Even in normal conversations, you can be right talking to these niggas and they know how because they've been debating. Yeah, I had to humble myself and listen to Domo, I think yesterday, even though I was talking crazy. I still was muting up my mic and reasoning because like I said, I do respect the education in political science, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, I'm learning, man. Like it's even just having a conversation with like Taz or Fontaine. When you just talk to a debater, they excellent at what they do because you could be right sometimes, but they still know how to debate in a way where you still look wrong.
Exactly. And that's
excellent, right?
It's taking advantage of little itty bitty things, little nuances that you got to pick up on in conversation in real time in order to be able to take advantage of it. And if you don't, it literally can work against you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I done learned. And I mean, you know, I just got to pick up the nuances. I got to hear it.
Right.
There's no excuses. I mean, I'm in the league now. You know what I'm saying? I need
All
four
right,
more.
Rob. I just wanted to say, Rob, blessings. I just wanted to say real quick, because I'm about to drop down. Blessings to you, man. Congratulations once again on your win, and you know, stay optimistic, man. Keep doing your thing.
Absolutely appreciate you, bro. Yeah, and I am an optimist. Everybody, I could have easily argue on the other side of this argument tonight. That's what y'all heard. That's why I didn't put my foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? But let me pause right here. Man, shout out to my man Q. I didn't see all of the comments, but I see that you established in Georgia. And so, man, super happy for you, bro. And shout out to you, man. And keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, he's down in my home state.
Yeah, man. I think
that.
I think that it's important that we continue to support educators because y'all don't understand. You know what I mean? It's very difficult because you deal it if the shorty could just stay with you and you just educate them and then at the end of the school year send them back home, it would be a greater outcome. You know what I mean? But having to deal with parents, staff, that shit is difficult as fuck. I don't even know how Q got time to be on these panels and running the channel, and I don't even know how he got time. You know what I'm saying? But man, shout out to you, brother, man. Man, of course I admire you from afar, man.
I see Anon just joined, but before he chimes in, I'm gonna ask the burning question. When is your next debate?
Mine's is April 19th. That's the date that I got locked in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Anon.
Do you have an opponent?
Yes. Let me take a look. My opponent is
what date you said, brother?
April 19th.
You sure? I think that's my date.
Are black votes critical to the Democratic Party? Is that your April 14th? April 14th. I said 19th.
14th. Yeah, I know the schedule almost like the back of my hand at this point. So when I hear certain dates, you the 14th.
The 14th is my date, and then I had two more titles that were locked in, but that's what I was reaching out to. Just saying the psycho, we just need to lock in the dates. We got the titles. You know what I mean? We just need to lock in the dates.
So we got you and Blue.
Had to lock
you and
date
Blue on the 14th. Our black votes.
You had to lock in a date, brother.
Rob, I'm talking to you. Who you got to lock a date in with?
Oh, well, honey, yeah. Y'all good for the 5th. Y'all good for the 5th. She said the 5th's good for her.
The 5th of May?
Yeah. I meant to tell you. I'm sorry. You just reminded me. Yeah, she said the 5th of May is good. Because I asked you before, you said the 5th's good for you, and then she said it's good for her. But yeah, so y'all locked in for the
Okay.
Hey,
And
Psycho. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
no, the 5th of May is good. And then what about that free will debate?
Tuesday.
Oh,
So Rob.
it's a good topic.
I think that was Akasha. I'm not sure exactly who said that they would take the does free will truly exist?
Oh,
I
I
got
don't
a
know. I only know the ones that got dates locked in for.
All right, but the 5th for sure. I'm
We still
ready.
got the 4th of April open. If anybody wants the 4th of April, nobody jumped on that.
hmm. Yeah, that'll be a good date, right? For those who don't have enough debates in just yet. Dude, we're flying through this. I'm looking at I gotta update my schedule, but you know, I've got March and April. We're all already halfway through
Yeah,
what I've got here. And yeah, I gotta add the stuff for March or May. No, you say April, May. I gotta add the May dates in here. But yeah, this is flying.
yeah.
When is me and KOT debate?
You want KOT? Shit.
Corporal punishment.
Sunday, April 12th, it looked like, unless
Well,
they
yeah,
changed it.
yeah.
Okay, okay. I kept thinking the 10th. I don't know why, but appreciate it. All right.
That's a
Making
Sunday.
sure.
That's a Sunday. Yeah.
All right, cool.
There we go.
So I'm interested in Anon's analysis if he had a chance to see the debate, if he has anything that kind of add in terms of what he saw tonight.
Yeah, I saw most of it. I had to step in and out kind of on certain parts, but I was still listening. I kind of like to watch and listen at the same time. So, but I'll say this, Rob. First off, major improvement on what we saw from the tournament, right? So I love to see that. I think everybody loves to see that. This is the Rob that I want to see. I think there are a lot of places where you have to grow, and that's a great thing, right? You got 5. I still got to go back and put all the numbers in for the post-debate show. Kind of on the move right now, just moving around. It's move around season for me right now. I'll say this. I wish Chocolate was here too. As y'all get more comfortable, some of these kinks and these bugs that you're seeing is just going to naturally iron itself out. I thought that's what we was going to see with Chocolate, where she just kept crescendo and just kept going up. What I would love to see from you, and I think Angel talked about it, was more sources so that way you can be more consistent, right? That doesn't mean overload 12, 15 sources. I know for you as an educator, it's kind of like less is more. I think in this, you got to find that sweet spot, right? Where you got 4 or 5 quality sources and then use those sources to, I would also say, start to master flow. And it's not easy, right? You kind of want to learn the anticipation as well as the listening part. I would say if you got to make a choice based upon what I've seen from you so far, master the listening part first, right? Because the anticipation part can be learned kind of easy, right? But master writing down what they're saying and just going bar for bar, kind of responsive, what they call responsive, just going piece for piece, bar for bar, attacking that. I think also, I hate saying the same thing, but like mastering both sides of the arguments is what I'm seeing is what's going to really take all the rookie class to the next level, because there are certain holes that everybody's opponents are leaving wide open. And because you don't know both sides of the argument, you can get exposed, or you miss you miss places to bump that score up into those low, maybe even mid 80s, right? I see all the potential. You got all the potential in the world, right? You got life experience. You already orchard. Now it's just for you. It's really about polishing off the skill set and then making that a consistent what's what I'm looking for? Serious, consistent like a battle plan, right? If you have a consistent battle plan, the way that you debate, you can take that debate style and really do a lot of damage consistently throughout the rest of the time that you debate, right? Because you're methodical, you're consistent, you have your pacing, all those things are good. I would just like to see you being able to flush out your arguments more now. That's really what it comes down to, and that's going to look different for everybody. I can't even tell
that me or him?
you what that's going to look.
I think it's
Am I
boring.
I
boring?
think that's A9.
Yeah, you bargain. Yeah.
But I think we get the gist of what you're saying. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, coupling that the structure with that dynamic piece, I think is what's going to make Rob powerful there. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm still boring.
Oh, you're clear now.
Yeah, you clear now.
All right. Yeah, so I won't continue in that space, but like great job, great win, right? Like they saying, just it's a structured thing for you, right? And that just come with practice. I did want to say this, right? I'm looking at this playoff, like who would be in the playoffs right now. Now, this is early because we still got a lot of people at 1-1, 1-0. The thing I like is though, if the playoffs started today and everybody had their 5 and everything remained the same, you got Rob would be the 4th seed. Courtney would be the 5th seed, and then I didn't put Honey in here, but I'm looking at Honey. Honey would be the 6th or the 7th seed, right? Now I think Honey gonna have to do some work because her score is a 58, and so we got to take those things into account. But we got Akasha up here as well. But like right now, we got Damo obviously number 1 in the MVP spot with an 88. We just want to see what his numbers going to look like in the rest of his debates. Taz number 2 at an 85.
Ooh.
And then Lance is number 3 right now at an 83.
Quadruple boom.
Lance's problem is he going to get all his debates in?
Yeah, that's the question, right? It's like who's going to put the work in necessarily to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to put that work in. I'm willing, man. All I need
is
the
clock time.
dates.
You got to get the clock time.
Yeah, all I need is some dates.
Yeah, I got to lock in dates with Mumu and Lance. I got 2 in the books already. I got 2 with dates already, and I just got to get some dates for their 2 debates.
Got what dates we have left right now. Those see, we got the 16th. I think we still got the 16th of April available. Look like we still got the 16th and the 4th of April available. I think the only 2 left in April.
Nah, because I got that KOT on the 12th. Damn, I might have to. Let's see. So that's a Sunday, and that means the 16th of Thursday then.
Mm-hmm.
I might rock with that 16th.
And the May days look, the May days look like they caught up or just about. Yeah, yeah, we pressed on dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be scared. Don't be scared of the back-to-back debates. Fine, you know, it's like, hey, the rookies are knocking out them dates.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
first two was kind of back to back. The
yeah,
Suave and A9 was like a week and a half. It wasn't too far apart.
yeah. It
I just
wasn't.
got out of
Was that a bit too much for you? Because I kind of noticed in terms of like your energy levels and stuff like that. I don't know.
it was just more or less my schedule outside of the debates. I had a lot of
Oh,
shit I had to
personal
do.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like work and shit. So,
makes
and then
sense.
I had a lot going on.
Makes sense.
It was more of that. It wasn't really the debate. Like, it really don't take me much to get ready for the debate. It's just having time to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be my problem. I gotta make time for sure. I'll put it to the side and go do other stuff I need to do when I need to go and get on the debate.
All right, peace, Taz.
Hey, am I clear?
What up, though?
Yeah, we hear you, A9. What up?
What up, fool?
What up, Taz? Hey, yeah, my bad, man. That's why I'm saying niggas got stuff going on. I'm traveling. Everybody got stuff going on. So that person that tried to make that excuse of his L last time, ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Oh, I don't make no excuses.
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking
Oh,
about
I
that
thought you
person that
said fine.
fine. You ain't never made no sense. I'm talking about Suave. Got up here talking about, oh, this happened, that happened, like
Oh yeah.
whatever, bro. Every time I was debating, I've been on the road, moving around. Like, ain't nobody making no damn excuses, nigga. But I just want to finish this playoff conversation because it's real interesting for me. I think it's going to look different, though. I think we're going to start to see separation in the month of April. I'm just interested to see these people who, if they don't get their fives in, they don't get their five in, they ain't making it, right? But you conceivably, you got people like Lance, Rob, and Courtney rounding out that top five. Now, yeah, me and five right there, right? We still in there. We would be like the last two, just because we 1-1 right now. But you got Rio and Inyame sitting right there, like the first two out. I'm worried about Inyame because he got, well, he would have had two if he debated Taz maybe, but like right now he 0-1. We got to see if he can get all his in. But it's just like, what we gonna look like? What's it gonna look like if people don't get their five in? We'll see some people falling out. I think we got enough people though that do get their five in. So that's what I'm going to ask you, Syke. So if some people don't get their five in, and then you got people that went 3-2, they get in over 3-0, right?
They won't qualify. They only got 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. It's
Oh,
like
that's gonna hurt. You 4-0 and don't get in.
Yeah, man, that'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the other thing is like looking at these numbers. So then, if all things was equal, though, like looking at it, then we'll go Damo, Taz, me, Lance, Fi, Rob, Courtney, and then Akasha. Right? That's would be if everybody had their 5 in out of that group, that would be the order, right? Based upon those numbers. Now we're gonna wait and see. Right. I think Taz finna go crazy on Thursday. You debate on Thursday, right, Taz?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go crazy. So I think that 85, conceivably go up to like a 87, 88, depending upon if he go in the 90s, then yeah, we're gonna see him jump some points. And then from there, we're just trying to maintain. I'm trying to go crazy on Sunday.
I ain't gonna be happy until I get at least a 90 in one of these debates.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm trying to, and I think we starting to see the judges. We starting to understand what they're looking for a little bit more. This is going. I think towards the end of the season is going to really benefit the people who understand the system a lot. you know, to really put in some solid debates. But we're looking at this picture right now, like I said, and I don't see much changing. Blue probably can make a push because he got that 77. He can make a push because he got the debates to make the push. I think, unfortunately, tonight this might have got Chocolate out of there. It's her second loss, and she got 3 debates. But like I said, if she ain't gonna beat me. But like if she was able to go and get them rest, she could still be at 3-2. And if we see people not getting a 5, then that's different. But this playoff push I'm interested in it, man. Like I really want to see what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, we'll know by the middle of April.
Yeah, I agree with you. That second or third week of April is really gonna flush out, right? But then you still like, because Damo don't get all his debates probably to the end. It's gonna be interesting. Man. It's gonna be real interesting.
Dude, I like to call out for the 90s in a single debate, right? Because again, right, most of you guys on the panel have the formula to do it, but can you pull it all together in a single debate on every round, right? You know, can you deliver that perfect debate? And you know, I guess we're yet to see that. So I'm curious to see that happen.
Hey, look, serious. That's the funny part, right? I've been going over it like I'm going over my rounds for my next debate, right?
Right.
And I'm like, damn, can I hit this 19 in each one of these joints? And it's like, man, bro. You gotta be so prepared. And it's hard because what we're seeing is usually you over prepare for the premise,
right,
or that rebuttal, and it end up getting you, right? Like, so if you super sharp in your rebuttal, your premise suffers. If you super sharp, right? Yeah,
you either lose steam or you don't start out hot enough, right?
Yeah,
that's the consistent thing, right? It's either one or the other that we're seeing. So yeah.
I think the difference. This one I'm worried about Thursday with this maniac down here in the middle. Is he didn't have so many, he didn't have 12 or 13 chances to look at it now, right? And I think he got a formula that he's going to come in and use on Thursday. That kind of, you know, may separate him, at least numbers wise. And who he debating? Yeah, and it's Vino. What's the top? Oh, and it's the Deion Sanders debate. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just sometime perfect storm, right?
Right.
So we'll see. I just think it's just interesting. It's interesting to see some of these rookies in the playoffs, though, right? We got a really strong rookie class. What you think about that, Syke?
I've been impressed by the rookies. They came in taking it serious for the most part, and they showing some benefits from it.
Yeah. Hey, I want to point something else out to y'all.
That's really doing better than Swab.
You ain't shit.
I was gonna ask you with Fi, did you get a copy of the pre-debate technical prep thing? Because I would hate to see you run into a lot of those technical issues during the season. Did you get a copy of it?
I should. I gotta go look through my emails. I'm pretty sure I did. I gotta go look over it now.
Yeah, take a look at that, because again, right, those the technical issues there did impact you heavily in that in the one with Swab, I think. Yeah.
What really messed me up is I didn't realize.
Yeah.
He lost like 6 points or so. We lost like 4 to 6 points. Like he would have won.
Yeah, I lost a point down there every round. What happened was I didn't realize we lose a point each time. I thought it was like just one overall point for having technical issues. Because if I knew that when his round was going, I would have went and either switched my laptop or restarted, just tried to fix it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I restarted it once when we was trying to start and it started working. So I had another laptop sitting right there. It wasn't hard to just transfer the the PowerPoint over and all that. I just was like, fuck it, it's not working. I ain't gonna waste my time. It's just a point. But if I'd have knew it was that many points, you know what I'm saying? But that's on me.
Hey, serious, psych, everybody, I want to point something out, right? And I want to know what y'all think about this, right? This is kind of crazy, this other thing that I'm looking at. So we have 14 debates scheduled so far. We've only had one canceled, right? Compared to the rest of these leagues, everything else we see, that's a great percentage right there in of itself, right? But the other thing is there have only been 2 winners that were the affirmative. All the rest of the winners are the negative.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I ain't even peeped that.
That's crazy to me. I've been looking at it, I was like, is this really a thing?
Right. So the affirmative seems to be the more uphill climb.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because
I think it's because a lot of people picked a lot of topics where they was jumping out the window and people
jumping out the window and
saying it's the topics, bro.
Yeah.
Right. How can you support? Yeah, you got to be able to support that affirmative.
Yeah,
it really should be different because Swab was the affirmative and he shouldn't have won, but I let that one slip. But anyway,
and I think all V-Note topics, all of them.
I think literally be picking topics. It's like you gotta respect it, and then at the same time, you like, boy, you stupid. I wanted to ask, who was debating Rob on that topic? He said about the Democrats and the black people that vote with the Democrats. Because to me, that's a shoe-in.
That's Blue.
Yeah, Blue crazy as hell.
Well, I mean, Blue debating me on is Nat Turner or Crash Out, bro.
Oh yeah, but see, that's gonna be fun though.
That is gonna be fun, nigga. Like
that's gonna be fun though. That's a little different. I'm glad he's debating.
You can argue that. You can argue that either way, right?
Yeah, that's a fun. Like that's the same as the Richard Sherman debate. No matter which side, it's a fun debate to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't nothing.
I ain't gonna lie, like I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best not to look past Lucky to that debate because that's the debate I'm really excited about. But this Lucky debate on Sunday is a real debate, bro. Like, make no mistake. Like, it's a real fucking debate. Now,
topic wise, most definitely.
Yeah, but framing, like, I'm gonna get his ass out of here. But it's a real debate, and I've had to like really take them serious, at least take the topic serious, right? I just think there's some fundamental places where he died all night.
Gotcha. Hey, real quick, man. Hey, Taz, did you see the debate, G?
Yeah.
Hey, man, what you think?
You think he was trash?
I was trying to say that, He thought you sucked, nigga.
It's one of them topics that I feel like, y'all got kind of muddy right there where it kind of sounded like y'all both was making the same point. I don't like when that happens for real. I feel like you won. But it did kind of feel like she kind of slid over to your point. I will say the energy was low, especially for her. I was kind of surprised at how low her energy was coming through the door. Usually she pretty high energy, kind of spunky. And so I kind of expected you to be yourself. And so you did what you would normally do. I can't really add nothing to what was already said as far as like bringing more sources, adding a little bit more to what you're doing and whatnot. I mean, it's a win. It's a well-deserved win. So, no, I had nothing bad for it.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Appreciate that, cuz.
That's a great point, especially for Chocolate. Again, yes, right. She comes in hype. Maybe she's getting comfortable, but getting too comfortable, right? Don't get too comfortable going into these debates, right? You use your attributes that work for you to your advantage. Absolutely.
I think she kind of went in that kind of teacher mode, like the kind of mode I've been in, where you just kind of talking and teaching and whatnot, and sometimes you forget you're debating. And so, for me, that's where that 90 at. It's debating. It's stop playing around.
Yep. Stop playing. Get their ass out of here. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened to her though, Taz. I think this is the first one that she ran into that she studied and she realized it was a harder hill to climb, or tougher hill to climb than she thought.
Okay.
That's what I think happened. Because I saw her trying to work them out on the panels. If you watch over these last few days, she was on them panels. Like, so Joe said she was up arguing all night. No, she wasn't up arguing. She was trying to practice, right? If you notice the other conversation she was having when they was arguing about the boom boxes and all of that. Like, I'm watching everybody, right? She's trying to work on getting these numbers off in these consumerism, in these consumer arguments. And I think she ran into an uphill climb that she wasn't technically ready for.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because I was wondering why she kept going to data that specific way.
Yeah. And that's what I was looking at. So you're looking at how much she specifically wanted data and then not being able, it's nothing wrong with the data, right? If you don't use it, it's a powerful tool. But if you can't make the correlation and then you run into Rob's framing, it's a problem. It's a problem. And like you said, now you start to get into that teaching mode. And now, you know, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna out-teach the teacher.
You're gonna actually drive yourself crazy trying to figure out what you just did.
Yep.
Down over like, what did I do wrong?
Yep.
She sounded a little bit salty tonight, right? She was a little bit down. She was like, "Hey, I'm just here to say congratulations, and I'm out." Right?
She was there, so salty. That was one of them. That was one of them L's make you go do some
soul searching,
prepping. Yeah, nigga, you gotta go look at yourself, man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but you know, like I say, it's probably thought, you know how it be. You probably thought she had that one. You know what I'm saying? It should be all right, ready for the next one.
Yeah.
It's just, I think the thing that's hard for her now, she know that it's an uphill climb for her to get into the playoffs, right? And I know that's what she really wanted. You know, I know she really wanted that. And
why you say it's an uphill climb?
It ain't over for
her. Yeah, why you say it's an uphill climb?
Well, I mean, she got 2 L's already, right?
Who she lost to?
She lost to Akasha.
Oh, damn, she did lose to Akasha. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not saying it's over, but I'm gonna kick her ass. Like, she got me on the schedule. So
there is that, right?
I'm just letting y'all know, right? Like,
yeah, I see why you saying it though, because she got to beat you.
It's like, can she get through that firewall, right?
Yeah.
She got some tough matchups. Yeah.
She got some fights left, right? And so
I'm about to watch KLT though.
Oh man, what's y'all debating again?
It should we use corporal punishment to discipline our children?
Yeah. Hey, but if he pull up and really go in on whooping kids all night,
man, he make the argument. Come up there on that Bible shit. You know what he's gonna do, man. He up there talking about don't spare the rod, spoil the child.
Who's this, KLT?
Yeah.
He gonna die on that shit, bro.
He gonna Old Testament you to death.
Hey,
serious. You know, if it's one thing I know, it's that Bible, man.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm gonna tell you though, if he surprised you, bro. If he surprised you and come up with an actual, you know, some type of technical, I don't know.
We good on that.
Yeah,
I hope he go that way. Please go that way.
Hey, and don't bring up a corporal punishment statistic that goes his way. Oh, he's gonna
kill it, nigga. All night, dog.
I can hear that nigga voice and everything saying that shit.
Come on, brother. Come on. What you think, brother?
Hey, like I'm debating Madonna twin.
KOT. Shout out to KOT.
KOT will get you, and then
he's gonna stand on his position. He's not gonna budge. That's one thing he will do.
Let me tell you the weird thing. I'm looking forward to him and Akasha with that Anunnaki debate. Not so much because of the debate.
Oh, right? Yeah.
But what it does for the standings, because if he fight back and get that dub, and now he at 1-1. you know,
Oh, KOT and the Kasha debate, the Anunnaki. I'm dead to get some popcorn for that one, boy.
I prepped to get ready for that debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting my
it got
popcorn for
canceled.
that one, bro.
So I don't know.
I'm smoking and drinking for sure
Hey.
tonight.
Happened last week.
I might have to pull an audible to say, hey, Psycho, this is the first debate. I gotta be in on this one. I don't know. I don't think anybody threw that card down yet, but that might be the first one.
Hey, I want to see though, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's next week. That's next Tuesday.
That's fine.
Right? Because that's gonna be man. Yeah, I think it's gonna be lit, right? And but that's got playoff implications. Like everything from here on out is starting to have playoff implications, right? Like Sunday, what's that? April
Feeling like the
5th.
NBA.
Yeah, bro, it's starting to get crazy, right? Because now you got Blue and Damo on April 5th, right? And that cultural cohesion debate, Blue say he ready for it.
Man, what's the debate? Hold on. What's the debate?
What's the actual title? Yeah.
Hey, hold on, I got
that's
you,
that
bro.
nigga wheelhouse, nigga.
Yeah, I know you walking right in his back. Does cultural cohesion solve white supremacy?
Okay, that's the fancy word for unity, right?
Yeah, like how do you you give it? I'll say this: you giving Blue a shot at least.
So, Blue the affirmative?
No, he's the negative. He can argue that culture, all
He
culture.
got it. That's gonna be a good one then. Yeah, that's
He got a.
Blue ain't no slouch, so.
Okay.
And that fool can argue some shit, bro. That nigga had me.
Yeah, but I'm just talking crazy because I'm trying to piss Damo off. But like, we gonna keep it a buck. Like, brothers, like this is his. I hate to give it to him. This is really his space, bro. Like, like it's gonna be like a clinic, and I'm just hoping he don't do good enough to get in the 90s, right? Like I'm hoping he drinking. I don't want to see Hennessy Damo. You know what I'm saying?
Hennessy Damo is crazy.
Right? Yeah.
I want to see Hennessy Damo, not Khalifa Damo. Right. So,
Blue does take some interesting angles, though. Blue takes and that in and of itself can undermine his argument. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how many points he can put up. I don't know. Yeah,
I'm like, look, Joe say Chocolate gonna rope a dope me and watch. Do you even know what we debating? I mean, this is what she took me on the debate. Is American capitalism anti-black? And she's saying no.
Hold on. Say that again.
Me and Chocolate are debating: is American capitalism anti-black? And she's the negative.
So once you put that American on it,
yeah, boy,
you're gonna have a tough roll with the chat. Okay.
Oh boy.
Once you put that American, if you would have just said capitalism, I think you got she got
come on, bro.
Once you put that American,
I'm not going to say that. The chat is being, I think, a lot more fair these days, and I think they're listening to the arguments and kind of dialing in their votes as well because it's being more influential now, right? I think.
Right.
We got the smartest chat on YouTube.
Yeah, they the best chat. Hey, you got the best chat in the world.
Best chat on YouTube. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. Y'all are so smart, so intelligent. Man. Oh man, so intelligent.
Like I pull up to learn from this chat. That's how intelligent this chat is.
I'm telling you, man. Type some more of that smart shit. Y'all be typing.
Type it all in there, bro.
Fucking idiots.
Hey, chill out, bro. Hey, chill out.
You didn't say that out loud, did you?
Chill out, fam. I try to get you out of here, man.
Yeah, boy, look, I no longer debate to win the chat. Let me. If I win them, cool. I appreciate it, but I'm debating for the judges.
Hey, all right. So here's a question because this is something I do want to know. on topics that we think this is my struggle, right? So on topics that we think that are kind of new to the judges, right? So like this state, so I'll just use mine. This state capitalism debate, right? I'm debating on how many sources I want to send y'all serious because I'm not sure how familiar everybody is just even with the argument, right? And I know with you, more is obviously better, right? Is there any advice that you have on that? Just from a judge's perspective.
Yeah, I would say this. In your submission, say, hey, this is a prioritized list.
Okay.
Right? And say, hey, these are, it's like, hey, these are my main 3 are at the top, and then subsequent, a prioritized list. I think that would help.
Okay.
That'll provide some some clarity there.
All right.
I'll give you an example, like for example, like with V-Note, right? V-Note provided like 12 sources, right? And didn't really utilize any of them, right? It's like, okay, well, what am I going to do with 12 sources?
Right. I'm not going to read all that, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'll go through some of it, and especially if your argument really isn't in depth, right? It's like, okay, well, it really doesn't constitute 12 sources. But yeah, for you, I was like, okay, well, here's a prioritized list, and boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Okay.
That's for me. I don't know if the other judges have other.
No, that makes sense. Like I already know in my brain how to do it, right? And just give some explanation with it. Because that's just really my thought process. Is like this is one of those ones that I really did need that 15 minutes for, and especially because the judges told me to slow down when I'm giving them information. So I'm gonna be very clear and concise and methodical.
Or I guess alternatively, what you can do is you can categorize your sources. You can say, hey, this collection of sources map to this piece of my argument. These sources map to that piece, But again, right, I don't know if you're comfortable with doing that and providing, too much.
Well, I am just because this. Yeah. I mean, this debate is this is one of those ones where I'm damn near comfortable with saying all my points. Like if you notice, I usually don't give my points in the premise just because very seldom do I get that back from my opponent. But I really need for y'all to know my argument, right? Because it can get muddy real quick, and that's not what I'm going to let happen. Just keep it a buck.
I'll tell you this: if you take the time to put in that level of detail, I'll take the time to review it. And the reason why I mentioned that is that Chocolate did this. She took that very strategy. I think this is in her first debate. She had sources, and she said these sources map to this piece of her argument. Right? I was like, well, that's a nice touch, Again, right? Can you pull it off live in the debate on the clock? That's a different story, right? But again, you're a seasoned debater. You probably can do that.
We'll have fun. I think Taz is going to be the first thing to show everybody what it looked to take it up a notch. I think you start seeing some of us we understand that it's a shortened season, so we all should be mid-season, damn near playoff caliber debates for us at this point. So yeah, I think that for me that's easy. It kind of lines up with what I put together already. So I'm just trying to make sure, because this one, like I said, he's got a space that he can go in and play in, and we're gonna get him out of there early. So it ain't even a question, because he is good at framing. That's the one thing I'll give Lucky. He is good at framing, right? I went back and watched him now. He's very good at framing his arguments. So, we'll have a good time all night.
That was definitely Lucky's wheelhouse right there.
That last one?
Yeah.
Yeah. He been fighting that online for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the outcome? What was the outcome of that one?
He won.
3-0 Lucky.
He 3-0 Suave.
Whoa, he swept Suave. Oh, okay. Took the wind out of him.
Yeah, when Suave threw that topic out there and I saw Lucky jump on it, I knew that was going to be a tough one for Suave. Like, yeah, he done fucked up. You know, that's Lucky wheelhouse right there.
Take the young person
That was a free
perspective.
kill for that nigga.
Yeah, it was.
Shout out to the young lady. But yeah, ain't no young women going for that. And if they are, you know, shout out to them. That shit was crazy though. When we just listen to women just say, we ain't messing with them niggas if he ain't got $70,000 less. He got to take me out.
What the hell?
What the hell is you talking about? What the
Yeah, I think you might have hit the wrong button, bro.
I thought I was tripping, bro.
This nigga just
might have hit the wrong button.
I apologize, Chocolate Earth. I was listening to something else on some other panel. I take it back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, shout out to Q Butter, man. He say them folk got a science fair at the end of May, man. So man, shout out to school.
Shout out XyayX, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, salute to everyone.
Support the school. Sure. At the end of May.
Hey, wait, let's not get quiet because I'm missing.
No, I was asking the science fair. Was it at the end of May?
Yeah, it's gonna be at the end of May. He put the date yet. He said it's gonna be end of May though.
Oh man.
That's what's up.
I missed the whole Chocolate versus Rob thing.
I don't know what this nigga got going on.
This nigga Knight came in with the
I thought that was Bobby Knight on some bullshit with the little fucking Avatar
with the Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah, I thought that was Bobby Knight. I mean, it's some other night.
Who is it?
It's dark.
Why that look like Ruckus with a shiesty on, bro?
That's Jesus with a shiesty.
Don't trust them, no nigga. Crash out.
I'm not crashing. I'm just saying. I heard the end of Chocolate saying what she was saying, but I missed the debate. What was the debate about?
What is it? Can we use consumerism to gain political power as a black community? Something to that effect.
Okay.
That's actually verbatim pretty much what it was. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we can use consumerism to gain political power, but we definitely need to own consumerism to make sure we eating healthy because a lot of these foods ain't right. But yeah, I missed the whole Chocolate Earth and Rob debate.
I was gonna save this till later because I think we still gonna see some of these type of debates, but we just get this out the way. When somebody allows you to put the word "can" in the debate, nigga, that's wide open, bro.
With the word what? Can't?
Can we do something? Can we do this? Can we do, nigga? We can do whatever the hell I say we can do. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's why Suave wasn't supposed to lose that debate.
And that's why I gave Chocolate the debate. Right? With the historical examples, there are historical examples where we have, you know. So
what you think about when I framed it as when we did the is it a reality? That's because that's kind of
I think it's different though. No, it's different. It's different because now we have a construct that we can fight in reality, right? We can fight on the reality construct. When you give me the word "can," this is subjective as hell, right? Because now I get to show how it's possible. I just got to show the possibility at that point.
Yes,
right.
And based on what I'm understanding, the debate was about we have a different diet than that white man.
It's not about food. It's not about food.
What the fuck? That nigga said based on what the debate about, then went left.
Hey, Knight.
What was they debating about?
What
nigga, we just told you.
So consumerism extends beyond diet, right? Like spending at places like Target. Target became, one of the main places. But like consumerism about how we spend our money overall, right? And if she would have framed it along, yes, we can, right? if she frames it as, yes, we can do this through consumerism if we do this and if we do that, and then she's actually using tangible things that we've seen done in the community before, and then double down on them. Like consumerism can be great if we follow some of the plans that the Panthers had with the feeding program. Consumerism
But
can
I
be great
think the
if we do.
Montgomery boycotts was a good point that she brought up.
I just think she didn't have enough of them. Right in
Yeah.
that space, you need 10, 15 different
She had
angles and
four.
then
Yeah,
tie them
only
in.
four. Yeah, only
Yeah,
four was
yeah,
enough.
yeah. You got to
Yeah.
cook. Like in that space, you got to cook and you got to give so
Break
many.
down each one
Yeah,
like this
yeah,
affected
right,
the
right,
food industry, this affected the
right,
transportation industry, then the
right,
politicians
That was
had
a
to
good one.
right,
make this happen.
The Panthers one that would have been a great one, right?
right, right. And you have several, but you have several things like this, right? You can even go because now then you can tie in consumerism and big business like corporations, and then its ability to impact political elections, right? There's a whole space that she has to play with if she does it correctly, right? I think that's just it's a rookie thing where you got to learn how wide open certain words is. It's like for us, like this thing is like a mathematical problem. When I see certain words, like how much what's the total of this? You know that this is an addition problem, right? What's the difference of this? You know it's a subtraction problem.
Gives you a clue to the answer.
Yeah, right. Soon as I see the word can, you give Taz a can we debate. Give Damo give me a can we debate. Nigga.
Just show an example of when it was
Shit
done.
gonna sound like a Barack Obama campaign rally.
Yes, we can.
Nigga, all night. What you talking about, bro?
First slide, a picture of Obama. Yes, we can.
All night, nigga. What is you talking about, right?
Yeah.
You got me fucked up, bro.
And Chocolate did a bit of that in her closing. She talked about, here's what we have done. Here's what she went into that narrative.
Right.
Yeah.
I think this off season and even in seasons to come, we're gonna start to see more like debater symposiums where we are really starting to share different tactics so we can kind of close the gap. And then as that gap closes, you'll see different tactics. Like, cause I'm seeing different tactics used this season that I've never seen before, and I like it. Like one of the tactics we seeing is people trying to limit some of the stuff they do in their oath or in their premises so as to try to limit the rebuttal. This is a real tactic that we're seeing. And if you ain't noticed it yet, I just gave you a clue, right?
When you say symposiums, what do you mean?
Where some of the veteran debaters bring in the rookies and show them how they're actually setting up their debates. Where this is how we're yeah. Let's go watch it and then say like, okay, what Taz did right here was masterful. What we saw Fi do here was great. When Damo says or does this, take this same concept. When Yame frames this and then reverts it back to here, these are the types of tactics that you can use on these type of debates, right? Once they start to have 5 to 6 different tactics in their repertoire, nobody is safe. And that's when we want parity where nobody is safe. And then that's when, that's when certain seasons you'll see 5 people get in with 3 and 2 at 87 average, type situation. So it'll be interesting to see as we go season after season how the tactics evolve and then how the parity becomes even closer. Because right now we see the rookies fighting, like they punching, right? And I think that's a testament to all the debates they've been able to watch. And I just think it's only going to get better. What's up, Angel?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Chilling. What's good?
I'll be trying my best not to come up on these panels. and
Somebody said
and
something.
it's all love, but I had to come up because the thing that I worked really hard for is these word play tactics that happened in debate years of old. We have to not nail down semantics, and that's what I'm going to call it. If somebody puts Ken in a title, I will never say, well, they showed a hypothetical, so they instantly win. That's not a
Mhm.
debate, that's a panel discussion. If you decide to put Ken, you're still in a debate where you have to present evidence and the other person is going to present counter evidence. They're going to challenge your what ifs if you choose to make your debate about a what if. That does not equal a win. I do not judge off of wordplay. You remember that used to be a huge thing. Like, well, it was in the topic. The word the was here instead of there. So therefore, I win no matter what. That's not a debate. Like, we might as well just be on panels talking if we're going to do the wordplay. So, what happened tonight, in my opinion, with chocolate was she was supposed to prove consumer power. Rob as the negative, and you pointed that out very, you're so analytical, Anon. I did not even notice that only two affirmatives won. That was really cool that you noticed that. How these negatives are able to sometimes frame an argument or pull somebody
Mhm.
away from their own argument. And
Mhm.
that's what happened, in my opinion. She went from talking about what we can do by holding the dollar or spending the dollar, what boycotts can do, to coming over to Rob's argument in a sense of being the builders and the producers. And it started to sound like the same thing. And the result was she went to Rob's side, not the other way around. And then when you pair that with things like this rebuttal round that she did, where she wholeheartedly anticipated, she didn't rebut one thing in real time. She
Mhm.
prepared her rebuttal and it did
Mhm.
not hit the mark because she rebutted things that Rob didn't even bring into the debate. So it was just things like that that led to a loss. Um, but yeah, the word can didn't even matter in that case. She gave instances of what she felt produced something, and Rob was able to say that don't equal political power. And my argument is you have to be the producer, not the consumer. And he won. He was able to pull it out to me.
I agree with that point, right? But I'm still gonna stand on this part, right? If you give me, Taz, Domo, a can we debate, we're gonna give you these possibilities, and then we're gonna do exactly what you said. We're gonna tie it in. We're gonna show how it actually equals that, right? So it's not a wordplay. I agree with you. Don't come in here and play the wordplay game. But if you give me something where I can frame it like that as the affirmative, it's a tough road to hold because now I get to frame it in such a concrete manner the way that I see it. And you got to actually argue against that and present your argument, right? So even if
It
we
depends on
tie,
the topic though.
I agree, but why would I take something that I'm not ready to do that in? That's the point, right? So what I'm saying is, let's say all things are equal going up into the rebuttal. I should have the advantage there then if I start to break it down because now I can argue and say no, this is the point that I'm making. But if not, I should definitely be able to knock you out in the rapid fire, right? Everybody's not seasoned enough to do that though. I'm just saying when I see the word can, I have a
Okay,
wide net. I have a wide net to cast. That's the
No, no,
point.
if
you're correct.
we
You're
have a
actually.
debate like, can we go faster
Hold
than the
on, man.
speed of light?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's stupid, right?
No,
Like,
right. You're what you just said was actually what I came up here and said, and you're
yeah,
correct.
I agree, right?
I'm literally talking about what I heard earlier and what I've literally heard in debates before, where somebody would lose a debate where Ken was in there, and
Yeah,
they would literally say this. What happened? This was a hypothetical. All I had to prove
yeah,
was it could
nah,
happen. That is
nah,
not a debate where you're presenting evidence. You're now
yeah.
presenting evidence. So it's no longer hypothetical. You're building a case, and the negative has every right to tear it down with counter evidence. So we're not in hypothetical world, and it never will go to hypothetical world. If anybody thinks that their debate is going to be judged off of a hypothetical, I don't know where you would get that from in a structured debate. It just would not work. Why judge it at that point? It's just a discussion at that point, a bunch of what ifs. You don't present evidence to prove a what if.
I agree. No, I 100% agree with that. Right. And so I do got to be careful when I'm saying some of these things because me, you, Taz, Psycho, a lot of us are on the same page with that. But somebody else hears that and they think all they got to do is prove a hypothetical. What I'm saying is I can take can and frame that out and show an actual static something happening depending upon that topic.
Right. And
And
to
it's
Chocolate's credit, she didn't present information off of what if. She gave tangible instances. She actually gave examples of things that happened. But it was Rob's counter that pointed out individual is not where it's at. It's the power. And here's proof. Target is still in the billions. Their stock is back on the rise. So what did that really do? You know, he had a counter for all of that stuff. The bus boycott. He said they were not able to sustain. The business failed because they were not able to compete because they didn't have the extreme power of production like the other ones. They had to go into competing with these white bus companies that had power behind them, more money
but
behind them, you
let me
know.
ask you this, Angel. Like
Hmm.
the other place I felt she failed was she didn't go in enough on showing the political power aspect of it.
Correct.
You know what I'm
Correct.
like? That was the biggest issue I had. Like, why not take the corporate business route and show how big business influences politics?
I put that in my notes as I saw instances of boycotts and withholding money, but I didn't see how that translated wholeheartedly into political power, which was
Yeah.
the other half of what she had to prove. She mentioned some results, but when Rob challenged it as true political power, he was the one that, to Psycho's point earlier, he asked if somebody talk about lobbyists. Well, Rob brought up super PACs. He brought them up, and I don't know if everybody remembers what her response was. It was like
What
she
was her
she just
response?
started agreeing. She just started agreeing with everything Rob was
But
saying,
like,
or accusing Rob of making her argument. When in
shouldn't you take
reality,
super PACs though?
she was tiptoeing into Rob's argument.
But then don't you take super PACs and tie those into businesses? Like, how do you not study who the major
That's
contributors
what
to
Rob
super
had to
PACs are?
clarify with her. She started to say they were consumers, and Rob said, "No, they're not consumers. They're the producers." So that's
No,
what
that's
happened. That's what happened
crazy.
in the rapid fire,
Yeah,
literally.
you're right. You're
It
right. You're
became
right.
very confusing, but it was kind of clear to me what was happening. So,
But
yeah.
that's what happens when you don't know both sides of the argument. So,
Correct. Yes.
hence why, for the next probably 72 hours, I'm pushing this state capitalism line, and y'all got to understand state capitalism is about ownership, control, allocation of funds, right? It's not just social political ideology.
Man, shit could be fun. It could be game.
I'll tell you this, Anon, because I heard you ask B earlier. I really don't want to get too much into giving advice on what you choose to present as a source, but I'll just keep it general and say, because I know you, I've learned all of the debaters because this has become when I'm in, I'm all in, and I've been all in
Mm-hmm.
for years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to overthink it. Trust the process and know that you are going to present what you feel we need to see, not overdo it, and know that we are going to put our all into researching and being on the right
Know
page.
the
The
police
proof is in what you've seen in the other debates. None of us ever
chapter,
showed up clueless. We've
uh,
always researched and been on point with what we
whatever
heard, as long as you provide
ratio
something. So you don't have to
the bomb
overthink or overdo it.
material
We got it. Whatever you feel
bomb
needs to be
on this
provided
Hey,
with a
Mike,
minimum of your
yeah,
three
Mike,
sources, you're good.
I appreciate that. Yeah, like
Yes.
that's, like me, everybody know me. I'm super analytical, and at
Yes.
times, that can hurt me. So I love this topic. I think it's a great topic, and I think I just want to present the way that I know that this should be presented. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I appreciate that.
And we know you're shooting for the 90, so he's trying to get every point he can. So yeah.
Okay, but no,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
but because look, once you once you hit a 87, a 85, even right, a 88, you start to realize now the differences are a point in each round. You see what I'm saying? Like to go from an 18 to a 19, go from a 17 to a 19 in that round, go from a 17 to an 18 in all 5 of those rounds. Now you go from an 85 to a 90 type situation, right? And it's just critical, especially when we're looking at an MVP race, or at least having a quality showing in the race, right? Because for all of us, for some of us, it's championship or bust regardless anyway. But you want those 90s. You want that 92, that 95, that 96, whatever. Which y'all ain't playing. Y'all so critical, man. Like, I don't know if we sitting on 95, no 96. Like,
it's like, are we chasing a unicorn? We have yet to see that perfect debate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see. You know, can we see it during the season? Maybe. You know, it's up to the debaters. You know,
I appreciate the critical eye of the judges.
Right?
Though.
You can get the points, right? You can get the points,
right?
But it's up. You got to earn them, right? You got to earn them,
especially in those first 3 rounds, right? Because even in the rebuttal, we tend to think that we debating. You still are competing against yourself in that rebuttal, right? The only head-to-head space is in that rapid fire. Everything else is, can you outdo yourself? Can you outdo what you've done previously or what you thought was available? And then, especially because in that rebuttal, if you see what your opponent has put up and you got a mastery of that topic, like that's when you should really start to be able to cook, right? And I think we've only seen that like really 2 or 3 times here so far. And I wouldn't have looked at them. And yeah, I just think I'm excited for Sunday. That's all. Just excited.
Hey, Peace, Fire, are you up there still?
Y'all may pulling up for smoke.
And y'all may peace.
Y'all may pulling up for some smoke. If I don't get quiet now.
Oh.
Yo, before y'all start wilding, what's popping?
What's going on,
What's up, Q? What's up, Q?
What's happening?
What's good, Mr. Louisiana? Congratulations.
Congrats on the Georgia installment for sure.
Yeah, we just filing so we can be recognized by the state, and then when somebody pulls us up in their website in the state, we come up listed in their state.
Nice.
So we have 7 right now. 10.
Hey, so that mean in Georgia right now, if I started a collective, right? Like, I need to talk to you about this too, man. Like, I gotta figure out this homeschool collective thing out here. I gotta get my kids into something, right?
Wildin', son. We got the most black engineers you'll find in one program, bro.
But I'm talking about, I'm with you on that, right? I'm talking about though, like, my kids are like traditional homeschool kids, right?
Bro, my kids have never been in public school, baby.
And so out here, the collectives, you know, being able to do extracurriculars and all of that, it don't look like us. We just say that, right?
I literally had like 20 to 30 kids since I started from Atlanta. I got kids in Douglasville. I got kids in Mechanicsville. I got kids in Stone Mountain right now in the program.
Do they meet up?
They try to. Michi's son just finished. They try to get meetups and stuff, but they do that on their own. Like that's a location. I don't know enough people in Atlanta to get a location.
I don't mean like a location in the school, like to do school. I'm talking about to where they got extracurriculars. That's the biggest thing.
No, to meet up. Like if you find a location and it's between $1,500 to $2,500 a month, yeah, I'm taking it.
All right, say less. I just needed no numbers. Say less. Any square footage requirement?
Georgia, beautiful, son. So $1,500 in Georgia. I don't.
You know it's gonna go. Yeah,
New York, $1,500 in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Which closet you want? You know storage unit with a phone.
All right. All right, bet. All right.
But hell yeah. Yeah, just a quick update, y'all. They accepted our accreditation application on the 28th is the big meeting. And after that meeting, if everything goes right, we get candidacy status and I can officially publish it, and the federal government will be aware of our publication. And 4 to 6 months after that, we will be accredited if everything goes right. Nationwide accreditation, and we'll be in the front of the EdChoice rollout, one of the only educational systems that is coming out of New York that is able to to provide this service like this. I'm like, it's kind of legendary what we're doing right now. I ain't gonna lie.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, Q.
And we should be in. I'm trying to get to 20 states, but these states is weird as hell. So I gotta call like 6 states tomorrow. I don't even know if I have enough time to call them and stuff, but their websites are trash.
You calling Delaware?
Delaware. I'm only doing Delaware to be petty on Umar. I've never signed it. But I'm just doing that to be petty, honestly.
Hey, you guys.
I'm just literally doing that. I've been trying to do that since last week. Like, as soon as I got the paperwork, I'm like, let me do Delaware just to be petty. But their website is mad annoying, son. Like, I tried like 3 times. Then you can't know what it is too. You got to have an agent. They're funny with the agents. So I've been using this digital agent setup, but they curbed it. Ohio got some more. I'm like, what? I almost called you, Taz, but I was about to call you, Taz, for Ohio, but then they said I got to notarize my agency. Like, what the hell is Ohio? Who cares about? No, whatever. But yeah, and the science fair will be the last week of May, y'all. We're going to do it 2 days. So we're doing a big event on a Friday so we can bring all the schools in the area. And then Friday, we actually partnering with the neighboring church that's in the building. And the goal is to give out mad food and invite the whole neighborhood out. They got like 6 churches in their network. So I told them, like, yo, bring all your kids. You know what I'm saying? Tell them all, come on, we'll get some free pizza and waters, and we're going to make some stuff and stuff like that. So we're trying to flood out the building. That's the last weekend in May. That's all I got to say, y'all. Back to the debates, man.
No, congratulations, Q.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, great look, bro. No, that's crazy.
Bro, you got any master electricians in your program?
No. We have brother Identity, he's an electrical engineer. I do want to add an electrician program. I'm waiting for Sister Angel to come here. We just went through some.
But as a master, I have my master license. I was just bringing it up.
No, if you have your master license, you do what level of voltage you do?
Yeah, so I'm a master here in Dallas. That covers Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Mississippi.
I know each state is like Angel, like she does like high. I don't.
She's high voltage.
Yeah, let's link. So you do low voltage, like residential and commercial, and
right. That's one thing I do. But I talked to you before about the automation. Right now I'm in automation.
What type of automation? Like PLC, robotics?
Robotics. So I have my own company in electrical, but I also work for a Fortune 500 company.
You in Texas?
I'm in Texas, yeah.
Bro, email me ASAP, bro. Take my number, bro. We got 3 engineers in Texas. We're literally trying to raise funds. I'm trying to get the bag right now, son. I'm trying to get some money. Like, fuck raising funds. I'm doing some shit. I gotta get better. But yeah, we got 3 engineers in Texas, and you will be our 4th one. If that's not enough reason to put some money up in Texas, and we filed in Texas, and I'm doing a separate accreditation specifically because Texas accreditation process is mad easy. So I think I'm gonna do Texas one and the one that we're doing. So the goal is to be fully running in Texas if everything's possible. So please, man, we're gonna.
What up, Q? What up, though?
Yo, Taz was popping.
What's good, bro?
I think I'm gonna do Nevada tomorrow.
What you got going on?
We doing the official. So now we're officially a national organization. So before I was saying it, but now we're officially registered in 7 states. And if everything works right and I got enough money, I'm running it up. So I'm running it up. So I'm running it up. But we'll be in hopefully 20 states to 30 states by the end of April. But I'm doing all the black states. So literally, I'm just focused on the black states right now. Like there's like 10 states, all the Democratic states. No offense, y'all. But yeah, that's what's popping right now. So we're in 7 states, and hopefully by the end of the week, we'll be at 10.
Yeah, Q. My schedule has been crazy. I promise you, I'm going to reach out to you soon. My plan was to do it, early spring anyway. So I really do need to talk to you to let you know like what I wanted to do. So we'll talk soon for sure.
Please do.
Right.
And I know you got my email, right?
Serious.
I've been trying to break in.
I wanted to get you on our board. Like our board is no joke right now, and I'm really like I don't know if y'all reckon y'all can go look up organizations and see what they offer, and then look at the amount of black people on it. Like there's no cap. Like I'm the least degree person in the program, and like to have this many black people involved. Like your brain, I meant to hit you. I was like, I definitely want to get you somewhere on the board, somewhere in the advisory team for engineers. Just what I'm saying, somewhere in that conversation. I just want to, because they don't even like my professor for math. We have the director of mathematics and chair of mathematics at Mega Evers, and we have the head of mathematics at BMCC. But he sat on the board for accreditation at the same agency that's doing ours. Yeah, I just wanted I don't know how to word it, man.
Yeah, if you want to reach out, man, I tell you what, I would love to have a conversation, just to say, hey, here are my high level thoughts in terms of, like you say, top of mind strategic capabilities that you guys should be looking at from a technology perspective, what we're seeing in industry, right?
Yeah.
Again, I stepped away from engineering years ago to kind of, go into, executive pieces. But again, right, I'm an engineer by trade, bro. So and again, right, I've got teams of engineers that are always talking to me. It's like, okay, well, here's what we should be doing, right? Here's the top of mind mission pieces.
What? I would put
focus pieces. So yeah,
I would put that right in the middle of the conversation on all of y'all, please crazy. I want all of y'all to know, all of y'all contributed to the institute, like the science fair cycle. We're literally, I lost count. I don't know if we're on the 8th one. I dead lost count. This was literally what I'm saying. I dead lost count. And you said something 2 years ago that you don't even know completely overhauled the institute, Brandon, when you was like, yo, make sure the children get prepared to make $100,000 at 19. And then True Storian was like, go and reverse engineer.
Prepare them for success.
The skill set. So right now, I have these 7 in-service students. We're working on internships. What I would really need help with, serious, is to get the internships for my seniors, so that way their resumes reflect that they're worth $100,000 leaving XyayX. So I don't even care about the college right now. The skill sets that they have are so refined. Like they're leaving easy. I just found they start at $140,000 a year. You have to have 10 years experience minimal and a high school diploma. There's no school in America except for XyayX where you can get that at.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say only.
That's easy. That's easy. The best way you can do it is have a precise resume that outlines your skills, what you can do,
but
what you can do. Right. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
We start at 7. So we're telling parents right now our pipeline. So next year we're introducing network engineering to the kindergartners. We're doing electrical engineering. We already do that this semester with them. We're doing computing and electrical embedded systems next year. They do CAD. So all of my parents in the K through 3rd group, they know 10 years from now, their children represent that much money. As long as they stay on this pipeline, you're going to end up at 17 years old worth this much. And then you have 7 engineers who's going to write letters of recommendation for you. And then you spend your last year working at one of these 10 internships. You're worth this much money. Like this is right now.
Yeah. My wheelhouse is enterprise IT. So anything that I can help in that regard, which is transferable into all these other places that you're discussing. So yeah.
We just got a brother. I would love to get you. We just got a brother from Texas. So we have Sister Akasha. She's been leading the program. But we just got brother John, who's a certified certified Cisco instructor. And And so I think that would be part of your conversation. And, you know, brother GA is a software engineer in Texas. Like, we really have a strong team in Texas. And then Ayame just came aboard. Please email me right now, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all heard what I just said. We literally got 2 network engineers, both certified.
Yeah, and I'm really close to Akasha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she teaches every day. Like, every day she teaches in the week. Not every day. She teaches
She's probably like an hour away from me.
So I'll be in Texas within the next like 2 months. Like, we got literally the money's right there. I don't know what else to tell somebody. Like, why we if y'all don't, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Texas is, they just did put it like this, Ayame. They're raising the tuition for Ed Choice in Texas to $17,000 a child.
Wow.
My accreditation fits Texas. I
What I was gonna say, I think Texas is the best spot because this is like the mecca of homeschooling. They really cater to homeschooling here in Texas.
I'm trying. Somebody said West Virginia. I'm scared of Virginia, West Virginia, but I'm filing as much as I can do, as much as money I can.
They're even giving money for kids who are homeschooled to find a way for them to play sports.
No, bro. I'm like, right now, we are one of the nobody in New York City is involved in Ed Choice. It's y'all, I don't even know if y'all understand what I just said. So when I'm talking to people in New York, they have no clue. This zero, like the level of competition rollout, most people are making states locally. Like, even the agency that's accredited us was like, yo, you're really smart by doing a national program through satellites. It's a completely different model. So they're like, yo, you're a complete hybrid system. They don't consider it just a school because we're in multiple districts. So they're like, you're a system, and your system is based off having a hybrid satellite model. And then we chose a national curriculum that supersedes most state curriculums. Who doesn't want a gifted and learning curriculum or an advanced placement curriculum?
Yeah, and I think it's pretty amazing the amount of networking that I'm witnessing you do it. And that's why I need to talk to you about a route of networking that I think would be really big for you. And Brendan, you know, I didn't know that our paths are kind of like the same. It's the same with me. I don't do the engineering anymore. I'm in the management side of things now. And I'm more closely related to like the Nyame background. I say that we talk about it all the time because my angle would be, yeah, I do deal with the tech side of things, but my angle is more the trade side. To your point, Q, for those that I just developed this a few years ago. Being in corporate for years, I discovered I could do a lot more for my people, kids, you know, 18, 20s, even people in their 30s who college didn't work for. You know, these jobs are now entry-level jobs, but it's life-changing money. So that's the lane that I've been in, and I've been able to make the biggest difference there. So I stayed there. And it sounds like you got people coming from a lot of different lanes that'll give these great opportunities to the, you know, the kids that are willing to, like, you know, locate to certain areas or go into those fields. But it's other stuff really more for the school and for you that I want to talk to you about as well. But I do plan on, I have to visit the school first, and I do plan on bringing a group from one of the companies there. You're having a science fair in May, you said?
Yep.
Okay. I'll definitely be there before then. So, okay.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we get the Kennedy status. I ain't gonna lie, it's up, son. Not if, when we get it, and it's a month away. And I want all of y'all to know, from Taz, Psych, everybody that's be on these, you know, in this mix, our little corner of YouTube, y'all all in some way contributed to the program. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mad hype about that. Like, most people can't say shit like that. It's like, no, this is all me in my head. I'm like, nah. Taz don't know how he contributed. Psycho don't know. Well, Psycho know the science stuff. He don't know other ways. Everybody, I'm always taking ideas from people.
I just want to lay an idea on you. You working with the kids. Last week, I did a job for Walmart. Walmart they want to compete with Amazon. So down here, it's a $250 million warehouse they just built. all robotics. I mean, you still have to have human, so it's not fully automated, but
With Walmart,
robots everywhere,
That's great.
everywhere.
Yo,
I
bro,
literally was
But the
just
thing
telling
is, those
Psycho,
robots break down
and we
all
just
the
talked
time.
about that,
yo,
Psycho.
son,
You
literally,
need technicians.
yo, bro,
They're begging, looking for technicians. So you get guys coming out of college, they really don't want to turn a screwdriver. They don't want to pick up a wrench. You know, they want to just sit with a laptop.
right now, I'm telling y'all, I need a team of help to solicit my students for 30,000 to 50,000 less. I know it sounds crazy, but that's my plan. What you're gonna that's 140,000 for a high schooler with 10 years experience. If my high schooler got 6 years experience, it can do what you need. Give them 80,000, bro. Their family, like if I'm just being mathematical, the average Black person's family does not make 80,000 a year with both two people in the house.
Right.
So
It's about 65,000.
the level of Black power that we're about to put, my 4th to 8th grade group, if they stay in our program, there is 30 students. Like we already did the numbers. I said, look, we're on a 3 million year annual goal for this group. You stay here, I'm promising the community that this group of cohorts will be bringing in 3 million annually, and it will be increased exponentially every 5 years. If you can't match that in Black power, I don't even hear you anymore. Like, where's the exponential expect to your prospective goals? You know, like you said, Angel, is it hypothetical? Like, no, I want to remove the hypotheticalness. This is data. This is data driven, and this is predictive modeling. Like, you study this major, you do this internship, you do this for 8 years, you make this much money. It's just math.
Right. And so there is competition. So right now, out of New Mexico, there's schools in New Mexico, and there's schools in India who wants those particular jobs.
And Asian only, right?
What's that?
And then they're all Asian, right?
Yeah. So, but Mexico, I forget the colleges there. They're producing out these technicians that these companies are hiring. Like I said,
Mexicans are getting into PLC systems too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So because you got them all over the oil field.
Yep.
And so you have to know how to work with computers, but you can't be afraid to put all a screwdriver and a wrench and get a little dirty.
Oh no, my students. When I tell you, my students is dog walking college students right now. I'm not even like, I just got to keep leveling up, and by this time next year, the math is there.
And Q, there's some things that you can do, and this used to be one of my secrets. There's some things you can do with technical school job boards that I'm not going to say here that I think you can leverage as well. But yeah, reach out to me in terms of like, placement for your students. That's a secret that people have not leveraged for many years. So yeah, let's talk.
Yeah, I'm emailing you right now.
Yeah.
Yo, any ideas? This is our program. It's our program. I mean, I don't know how else to word it. Put your email in the back chat so I can just send it to you right now. I'm supposed to email Brother Rob.
Yeah.
Hey, Ayami, send me an email too so I can just email you right now.
All right, yeah, we'll send it.
Where can you apply for those tech jobs? Go on. This is my part of my marketing. I'm doing a video. Tell your principal to bring your best student from your school and show me their pursuit of a job at 17 and a half, a graduation year, on Indeed. That's my marketing plan right now. Does your child even have a LinkedIn or an Indeed that has value at 16? If your child is worthless at 16, they're going to be worthless at 18. It's just like public school. They're not even letting kids use AI right now. I can go like I'm in full competition mode right now. Any principal I see, the first thing, what's your top student? What do they look like? What are we doing with them? All right, so let's compete. I want to make sure your children either work with my kids or they work for my kids. But it's one or the other. So yeah, go on Indeed, type in high school, and then type in robotics, and then look at the skill sets and qualifications, and then ask yourself, why is your child in that school and not XyayX? If they can't give you 10 of those lines of experience, systematically, yeah, get them up out of there. Well, my bad. I ain't mean to make it all serious. I go back to the debate shit.
No.
That's not. You're not making it serious. It's amazing information.
I love the whole idea in terms of like identifying like real skills that these kids actually have, right? Not inflating resumes or anything like that. Absolutely things that they can do, right?
Mhm.
Displaying that on those resumes and putting them out there and making them, attractive. I tell you what, it's like it nothing feels better than just getting those constant, reach outs on your phone saying that, hey, I've got a job here, this amount of money, this amount of money. It's like it's not about, again, for me, at the height of my engineering career, it wasn't about the jobs that I accepted. It's about the jobs that I could turn down. You know what I'm saying? It's like the money I could turn down was really what made you say, okay, I think I'm there right now. So yeah.
It's also having an aspect like Matter the Black Power movement has been bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like for like the last fucking 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Like there has been nothing coming out of it but talking. Like we really like a joke to the kids.
Trust me, we out there. We just covert. You can't talk if you're really doing it. It's a nasty game to get us where we need to be.
But that's honestly, that's what I represent in the little hood in Brooklyn. They're like, this nigga cute. He's there. And but we can do that though. You know what I'm saying? You empower that. All of y'all, you know what I'm saying? All of y'all do that. So I think this is the era to make that statement and just like, you're right though, sis. It's a little under the table quiet, but this is without white folks. This is just looking at and saying,
yes,
our generation of Black Power, the top names produced YouTube video content. Like, just to be clear, you know what I'm saying? Then we go back to generation before ours. You know what I'm saying? What did they produce? The Dead Presidents? Like, Dead President era was cool, but we had a rap album and a bookstore. You know what I'm saying? We go back to, what's it? They may not like me for my Khalid Muhammad statement, but Khalid didn't really leave us anything.
If you think about it, Q, is like, like most of us, they're engaged with the big organizations like the Urban League and all those, it's just like places. It's more niche, right, in terms of what you're doing. So you don't necessarily have a lot of exposure outside of these communities, right? So hopefully we can kind of raise some exposure as well, right? I think that ends up being the limiting factor, right? When people don't know how to,
I think we did it.
How do we find you, right? It's like how do we find you?
I think
that's a great point. We got some. I'll just speak for myself. I got a big one, and I wish that I could have told you about it sooner because it's in April, one of the ones that I'm going to. And that's the thing. I have to be careful on YouTube. Like I put out my organization before somebody threatened to dox me. So I can't talk about it anymore on YouTube because it's weirdos out here, but it's things that I really want to expose you to. That's why I need to talk to you about it. Huge networking.
No, I'm with it. No, I went through the nonsense on the YouTube street, so it's like whatever. I know how it goes. I was doxxed by Craigslist. So when y'all say doxxed,
how does that happen?
Hey, Angel, you're gonna get accused of being a part of the Illuminati if you're not careful.
I already was, B. Somebody did streams for a year calling me the Illuminati.
Oh no, it's annoying on YouTube, but I went to war with Craigslist. I had my music studio. I put flyers up, and I used to put flyers on Craigslist, and it used to pop up on it didn't matter what you typed in, baby diapers, old Chrysler, XyayX Studios popped up. I was not playing on that site. Yo, they put so many ads on their website talking about I was giving away free products. It was like free baseball tickets, free movie tickets, free cars. They had every one of my phone numbers posted on their website with like 100 ads. I'm talking about I had to change my number. I had to threaten to kill him. It was crazy. I had my homegirl act like she was a cop, and then I threatened to kill him on the phone. I was like, look, I'm going to clap one of y'all, so keep playing games. I got a cop on the phone. I want the cop to hear. I'm gonna clap one of y'all. And you know, white people is white people. They got mad scared and call back later. We don't want to get serious. Nobody wants to die. I'm like, why y'all gotta come on? Y'all supposed to turn up. But I learned my lesson with that one. Yeah, when they dox you, they dox you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But YouTube is a little easier than Craigslist. Like, I don't know. Yeah. But I understand if you ain't been in that world, it's like, what the hell?
Yes.
It's like, bro, yeah. I had people call here trying to get me fired. Tommy Sotomayor emailed the Institute to get me fired.
He emailed the founder to get him fired, huh?
Yo, I can't
Hilarious.
make this up. There was a dude Taz used to have issues with, and he used to hate me because I was cool with Taz and Nyla G. He called me. He called the Institute to get me fired, and my wife cursed him all the way out. I was like, bro, I know I founded this, right? Who y'all calling? This is crazy.
Taz got the worst stalkers. I don't know what he be doing to them. They be so emotionally involved.
Yeah, Taz stalkers.
They really be, I don't know what be going on with the people that hate Taz. They don't have no shame.
At all.
Hit a panel. I found you, finally. Pay me some attention.
And then they be mad because Taz is like
doing to these weirdos.
Taz is like a newfound Christian YouTuber. So he be like, yeah. Yo, my bad, bro. I know I did that to you, son. It's all good. What's up, though? They be like, huh? Did he just apologize?
Yeah, I definitely was telling niggas that shit. I ain't on that shit, bro. I done did so much on these motherfucking streets. Unless you starting it, bro, I ain't looking for that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you know, because you know how you just have a known name for some shit you don't even be on. Like, I am known for yelling at motherfuckers and starting shit with people. And, bro, that was a specific group of people like that, you know, they did that shit to other people. Like, we was bullying the bullies at that time, but it's cool. It's just easier now to not even be on that. Like, okay, yeah, I cussed you out before, cool. Okay, I thought I had a reason. Maybe I didn't. I forgot. Whatever. Every now and then, I stand on it though. Still, fuck you, but it ain't too many of them left. Most of them people kind of passed on and shit.
Oh, nah, no cap. You made me proud the way you handled the Red Supreme shit. I was like, oh, nah, this is a whole new Taz, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is a whole new Taz, man. I even heard the way he was going at Anton. It was like, this is for entertainment. I already have no issues with this nigga. I don't really give a fuck. Let's get to it. I'm like, are y'all listening to what Taz is saying? Because this isn't the old Taz, y'all.
I don't even like mean to change it. Oh, go ahead, Taz.
No. Nah, no, go ahead.
It ain't nothing. I was about to briefly change the subject. Erica, girl, I see your comment. ICE is up in PHL. I'm going to New Orleans in a couple of weeks, and I keep seeing on the news ICE just hanging out. Because I think the reason is because it's not enough employees at the airports. It's a shortage, so they got them standing around. They look so confused and scared.
Yeah, what are they gonna do at an airport? Right? Do they have any experience there?
Y'all heard about the TSA conspiracy with Trump?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I told him to ask Damo about that. They got some conspiracy going around where they found some email or something that Trump and them planned to shut down the TSA and then override it with the feds.
Oh boy,
yeah, that's going
TSA around. Is the feds, right?
It's like it is, but it's like the Board of Ed. So they have a lot of like latitude on
the TSA is a federal organization though.
But it's like the Board of Ed. So what I was hearing is that they have way too much latitude, and they want to make it where it's like a microorganism within the Fed. Like how Homeland Security is like the president's baby. Mm-hmm. He wants to make it where like. That's what I was seeing in the chat.
I have to look it up. No, I'm usually on my political stuff. I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, I just saw it. Okay? I didn't know what was going because they got a whole. I didn't know the amount of flights because you remember Trump shut down the TSA. I don't know if this, but Trump shut down the TSA when he got in office, and then they had that accident as soon as he got in office.
Yes.
And then there was another one. Then there was another one, and then they stopped reporting it.
And then LaGuardia, man, that thing had me like I felt a little
panic.
Video.
Did you see that video?
That was panicky
the landing.
Yes, and did you hear it? Did you hear the air traffic
Yeah, he's like,
controller talking about I messed
stop.
up? But after the fact, he was like, I messed up. I'm like, this dude gonna go murk himself. I couldn't even imagine being that person.
Responsible for it, right?
I felt so bad for him. So like,
yes,
son, the lady got ejected like 300-400. I was like, oh my goodness.
Right, the pilots, yeah.
And B,
both the pilots
you know,
died.
B, you know, I don't even mean to say it up here. You know, I'd be flying first. And to see the front of that thing, I'm like, I'm about to take my behind to the back.
I was like, okay, well, it's like, who actually died in this? He's like, okay, well, the two pilots. I was like, imagine those first class cabins.
Correct.
He's like, you're right.
They suffered. They somebody has
serious injuries.
I don't know.
Somebody has some
you're thinking like I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's a lawsuit.
My New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm getting worked up.
I haven't heard nobody really talking about it. So what y'all think about that though? I wasn't really against the ICE taking over the TSA's job.
Nobody. Well, from what I saw, the images I saw on the news, I could just speak for PHL, the one here in Philly. They literally were just standing around like security. TSA is still solely doing their job, but because it's so few of them, the lines, you know how they used to say, get there 2 hours early, and none of us listened to that shit because it didn't take 2 hours. Now it is. It's taking like all my coworkers and stuff are saying when they travel, it's at least an hour lately in line. And so because it's so few TSA people, they deployed ICE to just stand around looking like security. They just standing around with bulletproof vests on. They're not doing anything from what I saw.
In New York, we don't have I'm used to Homeland Security in New York, probably Jersey Psycho too. Like they're everywhere. Like all major spots, you got somebody walking around with an M16 and Homeland Security. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, and that's fine. Just like, okay, well, you know, get me through TSA, right? Get me to my plane, right?
Right.
So yeah, if you're not helping,
they just standing there.
I don't think nobody likes TSA tasks, so I think that's why nobody's really pitching for them. Like everybody respects TSA, but nobody likes TSA.
Right. You see what Mo just said? Her friend flew to San Ann and it took 3 hours. Oh, I'm in trouble.
Dude, the places I can imagine, like Colorado, like just like again, the places there that always congested. New York, LaGuardia, places like that. LA,
right?
Definitely. Places that are always. Hey, Taz, where you're at, Las Vegas. You know that airport out of Las Vegas. I'm quite sure, dude. It's always 2 hours minimal. I'm quite sure it's way more than that now.
Morning, you better be there early for sure.
Yeah, real.
We missed flights 2 mornings in a row fucking around out here.
Right. It's always congested there. So I can imagine what it is now.
So if we to believe that it's going down the same path as the Project 2025 thing, the goal is to move them out. So they should be out within the next few weeks with ICE taking over and eventually ICE not being there and them hiring private companies to be the TSA in the future.
Yep. Oh, so you saw this? I'm not bugging. I saw the same shit.
Is that the plan? Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the Project 2025 version of it. So, you know what I mean? People, everybody's linking everything to that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying if that's, if we following that model, that's what, because Q calling it a conspiracy theory, but you know how it is with that Trump shit. But somebody out there believe that shit about to happen next week. So
almost like an extended customs and border control.
Right.
That's what TSA is like. TSA is literally like a Homeland Security, bro. Like
if you think about it, right, you only really run into customs and border control when you're doing international. So what they're doing, they're extending it to down into domestic flights, right? So if you really think about it, right? So so some of the same rigmarole you're going through customs, you could end up going through with domestic flights.
I mean, overall, the government is probably spending more though, paying them and They have it unionized and all of that type of shit. It'd probably be easier to just make it private and, you know what I'm saying, contract it out.
That's so depressing because, you know, most of the TSA people are black. They're going to be out of jobs now.
No, they're going to get rehired. I think but Taz, I'm not going to lie. It is unnecessary.
All customs and border control. That's federal work, right?
Yep. But the payment though and the budget for it is literally, you know, 9/11 is what justifies TSA.
Yes.
Or in the expansion of it, right?
Yeah, like literally Homeland Security and TSA. But nigga, how many airplanes have been fucking taken in America? And then they legalize weed. What the fuck is we worrying about now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Cocaine. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? You could do a regular.
Not legalized.
That's it out here.
Depending on where it's not what it was before. Like you fly from New York to California, you can have a whole ounce on you, smoke on the airport, put it out in your pocket.
No.
Yes, you can. I've done it. Like New York City.
I ain't saying you can't get away with it, but legally, you ain't supposed to have no weed at no airport, bro. That is federal property, bro.
It depends on the state. Like
it depends on the state.
It depends on the state right now, bro. Because the feds are gonna follow the law, the etiquette.
As long as it's not more than an ounce, you're good.
They let niggas rock right now, bro.
Crazy. That airport is federal property.
Yeah, enforcement. I see what you're saying. The enforcement of it could be different.
Yeah, they just ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, I'm out here, bro. You can go to McCarran with some weed and all that shit, bro. You can get on a flight, all that. Every time I go to Miami, I take some weed with me.
But what about in Vegas? In Vegas, if you know when you're leaving out of Vegas, you have a high potential of being swabbed by, you know, it's like, hey, do you have anything on your cell phone or on your hand?
What I'm hearing now, Brandon, is that they go off of where your plane ticket is. If you're flying to a state where it's legal and you coming from a state where it's legal, ain't nobody bothering you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying this is this is definitely. I'm just saying this is
so if I'm going from Vegas to Washington Dulles, and I probably will be swabbed.
I can't partake, Taz. I've been the company that I work for does randoms. I can't. I gotta wait till I retire.
Once you remove the super weed portion and drug push, what the fuck is the point of TSA?
Yeah, because one of my questions was like, hey, it's like you've been subjected to a random search. This is leaving Vegas. It's like, give us your cell phone. I was like, well, okay, I'll give you a cell phone, my cell phone. They did some stuff to it. That's like, I asked the question. It's like, okay, well, why did you need my cell phone? It's like, well, you know, a lot of people actually do drugs on their cell phones, and they have like drug residue on their hands, and they operate their cell phone. So what they do, they swab your cell phone for drug residue. So
that's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, son. This is why I drive, son. I ain't gonna lie. So that sounds crazy. Now I would have had a moment at the airport for that.
At least that's what they told me. But the question is, if they did find it, I guess it would warrant additional searches. Because could you get convicted for having, I guess, residue on your hands? I don't know. It's like, okay, well,
no, that's crazy. Like
that warrants additional searches of
hell no. Searches.
I don't know.
You have a metal detector. Oh no, that's a major lawsuit right there. I'm upset just hearing the fact that got me triggered. I'm like, you want to check my phone?
That's a common thing, right? Taz, you know about it, right? It's like that's a common thing. Come in and out of the airport.
I just don't. I don't think it's for drugs though. I don't think it's for drugs.
Checking your phone as
bomb material as well, right? They'll say bomb material. It's like, okay, well,
they better say bomb, but phone, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have an issue.
But they also test for drugs, right? It's like,
they can grab everything else, my sneakers, you can take my hair, phone. I'm looking at them like, fuck is you doing? So the hell no. But what? Nah. Not with the technology they got. Nah. Is why I be driving. They be like, yo, Q, why you don't fly? They be doing much invasion, bro. All that invading your privacy, checking you and shit, searching you. I'm driving, bro. I'm not illegal, but I might want to be illegal, nigga.
Which I don't have a problem with any of it. So it's like, That's the me.
It's just too evasive. Sometimes it's a very it's.
But you think about it, right? It's like it's like, hey, flying, you're in a very vulnerable situation, right? So you got to be able to, you got to weigh the benefits, the cost benefit analysis, what they call it, right? It's like, hey,
that phone one would bother me though, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know what I'm saying, Angel? I'm like, hold up, y'all gotta check my bag.
Never give anyone your phone, and that is the, I guess for me, that's the moral of the story, right?
Yeah, that's the reason I was like,
No,
never
I'm
let
saying I
anyone
agree
borrow
with
your
you,
phone.
B. I think we, flying is already. I love to fly. I try to fly as much as I can, but yeah, you got to take every precaution. It's too much of a hassle. I make sure I'm on point with everything, like even though containers and everything. I'm not trying to get held up at no damn airport.
No.
Nah,
They swabbing phones.
they'll take your phone and go through it. What they do out here sometimes is they'll take your phone and make you take it out the case. And then they'll check your phone as if they checking for some shit.
I see.
No, I'm not saying they're gonna open it and look through the data. What I'm saying, they'll take your phone and do a chemical swab of your phone. Right. The surface of your phone. Right. To see if anyone who's been handling your phone has been handling it with it or any kind of
Atlanta. See, that's why, because I'm like, nigga, it's cocaine.
Contraband residue.
Nigga, I slipped cocaine before I got on the plane. And like, this is New York. Like, that's not, you're gonna have an ass.
And the other thing about it too, it is kind of random because the days they was doing that shit here is the days we were late for them flights. They don't do that shit every time. But we trust me, fam, we missed flights 2 days in a row because it's a line out the goddamn door because they're doing all this extra shit at TSA.
Yeah, absolutely. And it takes a long time, right, Taz? It's like, okay,
hell
it's
yeah.
like a 15-minute, it's almost like a 15-minute delay. Because again, they go through your stuff, they take your phone or whatever it is they want to swab or whatever, and then they do the analysis, and you're sitting there. It's like, oh, you can go.
Did they just start this? I've never had none of these type of issues.
Yo, I'm listening, Angel. I'm like, and I got dreads and I smoke mad weed. I walk in smelling like it's on.
Be careful with your phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, you make me a little nervous. I'm like, I ain't flew in like 3 years, but last time I flew, I was
smoking. You gotta worry about no weed or no shit like that, but definitely anything other than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just saying, once they got rid of the weed shit on the level that it was, I'm with you. I'm with Dodge, man. TSA gotta go. Y'all niggas is over glorified fucking desk clerks, bro. The fuck, we got metal detectors. What are you talking about? Put the bag on the metal detector. If it goes off, ding, ding, ding. You got a problem. Then the person comes out and check you like they do in every other spot. You got these 3 people standing there with a wand. How you wanding me after I walk through the machine? The fuck was the reason for the machine?
Oh, they wand me and they be sure to rub me down every time.
Yeah, that shit just, and I be legal, but that just bothers me. It just, I'm driving. I'm getting in the car. I'll be there. How long is it gonna take me to get to Atlanta? Fuck it. I'll be there 11 hours, man. I'm gonna go.
I was just gonna say that to Mo. Like Mo, I saw that. Yes, I will drive my behind 12 hours to Atlanta.
Yeah, I'll drive.
I don't have no problem driving to Georgia.
Nope. And I know what states, some of them bum ass states down south, y'all still got the illegal weed shit, so it's kind of whack. But just stay on the 9 to 5, just stay on the interstate, nigga, and don't stay, you know what I'm saying, in this cruise control. When you get to South Carolina, North Carolina, just put it in cruise control and smoke your way through the state. You good.
I really think something about the change federal, and y'all may know more than I do about it with this weed thing, because the corporation I work for, it's like a Fortune 500. They sent the policy back out to all of us like 2 months ago, the smoking weed or whatever, and the verbiage changed. It's like this weird verbiage in it. So we're all wondering, are they like getting ahead of when this thing becomes legal and find a way around it? Because we get randoms at the company I work for. And we used to always say, well, doesn't weed stay in your system for like weeks? So how can they tell if you didn't smoke that same day? So does anybody know that they come out like with a more precise test now? Where they can tell?
It's on the path to decriminalization though, like for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what, you know, we pretty much sure of. If you're just saying, looking at it from the outside, after Trump moved Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, it's the writings on the wall. You know what I'm saying? It literally went from a bad drug to an okay, decent drug that could be decriminalized and actually legal at some point. Like it's like,
but as far as the testing, is this something out there that can say, okay, Angel didn't smoke it this morning, she smoked it yesterday, so she's not considered under the influence, or do they not have that advancement yet?
Once they change it in your state, they're gonna rechange those. Like in New York, that was one of the issues they have right now. Because unless you're working in a job that's clearly, I forgot the word, where your intoxication can inhibit your performance.
Right.
And they have to have that attached to their insurance. So if you're not driving something or high lifting something, you can't tell no accountant they can't smoke weed no more. Lawyers is high as shit right now. Even the police department sued New York City to smoke weed. These police niggas can go to work high right now. Like it's everybody's suing right now. They're like, yo, bro, how you gonna tell me I can't perform? What are you talking about?
Yeah, Mo, it's 30 days. That's what I was asking. Is it a more precise test out there now?
There's no DUI or breathalyzer or nothing like that. That's over with.
Damn. Yeah, we operate heavy machinery and
again, I don't know if this is true or not.